I said I be in my vibe, I be live, how I do. Wasting no more time, I know I'ma rise, that's what I do. Ain't gonna wait, no way, I'ma go ahead and get it today. I know that I'm live in my vibe on my time when I move and sway. Hey, hey, I'ma hit the scene, stretch like limousines, baby, how I do. Ain't gonna wait no way, hey, hey. I'ma keep it cool. Oh, hey, I know that I'm live. I see it now. I done rode the wave. I done been through things. I done changed. Oh man. So we gon' keep it cool. We gon' make a move. Ain't waiting no fools. I gotta move. I keep it cool. I know I'm a crew. Man. Hey, ain't no waiting, baby. I know I'ma see. I know that I'm moving, feeling live. Ain't no waiting, baby. I'ma move right through the tide, man. I hold it down, yeah. Hey, hey, we gon' get it cool, making moves in these ways. They said, what you doing? Getting live in my vibe, dude. Ain't go wait, no baby, pick it out. It's like the lotto. Said I'ma move, how I do. Ain't no way, we keep it cool, hey. Hello? Peace? Ooh, I gotta keep that. That was lit, man. Hold up. You know when you hear that song, that's like, yo, that's 10 mixtapes. Hello there. It's a pleasure. Cutie pie. Hello there, madam. It's a pleasure to see you. It's a pleasure to see all of you. It's been a while. Hello. Looking sharp. I know, right? Magnificent. The glow. Looking nice. Look like melted chocolate. What's going on? What's the dilly, Big Willis? What you got going down? Oh, man. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, man. Hold on. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff to discuss. We're gonna go over some maps today. Why are you so silly? Because that's what I do. And you'll be getting a receipt. Hold on real quick, y'all. Important message came in. Dang, why y'all already sending nasty pictures? Y'all naughty. I'm just playing. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is important. Yeah, I'm talking to a millionaire real quick. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Had to answer that. Couldn't miss that one. But anyway, how y'all doing? It's good to see you. Oh, yeah. I'm live, man. What you talking about? It's a nice day outside. Did you see the weird skies and all the wonderful things that are happening right now? More hot dog photos. That's funny. I am a bun person. I don't like hot dogs very much. Well, knowledge we're about to learn today, King. So I'm gonna do something different today. So I got this map. I want to show y'all. Some people have seen it. Some people haven't. But I'm gonna show you this map. Hold on. Beam. I'm gonna get it live. All right, here we go. Hey. Oh, excuse me. Some of you have seen this map right here. It's called the Great Awakening map. How many of y'all have seen this? This is a big map. It describes a lot of stuff that's going on right now. We're going to go over a couple things today. So you're about to learn some stuff. What do you know about these weird planes? It's a lot. He sings with lots of love. Thank you so much, Dennis. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, we got a lot of good stuff. Some of you have seen this. If you have not seen this, this is a very important map. This discusses a lot of current events that are happening right now. So we're going to start off in the upper left-hand corner. There's a lot of stuff to discuss. So we're going to start off up and at 'em. All right. Hello, let me put on a little tune real quick in the background. See, so I go here. This is where I go for certain frequencies, right? So I hit videos. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the 432 right here. This is what I'm going to click. Okay, this will be in the background. I'm just showing y'all. There we go. Whoa. All right, while this is up too, this is perfect. Some of y'all might see something like this in your dreams real quick. Some of you may see things like this. This is how the universe looks. It's layered like this. But you can see all these layers at the same time. We're going to go over that map right now, but I was just telling you this. This is how the universe is right here. You see what I'm saying? It's layered. So when we start getting more electricity in our bodies, we'll be able to see all the layers. We only see one layer. We see this layer. Oop, that's how much vision we have. All right, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Am I freezing? Are we stopped? What's going on? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the comments before we continue. Yeah. Ain't no waiting, baby. I ain't waiting lately. I'm getting la. Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure we good before we start. Y'all about to learn some new stuff today. Okay. So, y'all, this is called the Great Awakening map. I'm going to go left to right in slow motion so we can cover a lot of stuff in here, okay? So, right now we're in positive vibes. Artificial intelligence. So I've been telling you before and again, AI is old. AI is very, very old. Can you hear me? Let me wait. Can you hear me? AI is very old. We didn't create AI. AI has been here for a long time. Right here, okay? So look, some of those reptilians, that's what the grays are like. Why is... Hold on just a second, y'all. Let me get some stuff going. Let's see. Tired doing too much. It's okay. Anyway, AI, stop playing. I'ma wait. Just a second. Can y'all see? Everything okay? Can y'all see me? All right, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna just point right here, right? Mysterious origins, the board. Okay, put that in the background. Excuse me. Okay, can y'all see? All right, cool. All right, here you go. So, here you go. Most pervasive threat in the universe is AI, because it tries to take over the entire star system. So this is what AI is doing right now. So you see how they want to connect your body to technology. Have you seen all the new technology coming out with chips in your skin to connect you? This is what this is right here. So, lives inside technology. Like, you remember how I told you AI is underground? It's underground chilling. That's what it's doing. It was biding for its time in order to come into a period where we can create. Yeah, we are AI too. We're a type of AI, sort of, which is hilarious. But we're spiritual AI. But anyway, this you see what it says right here? Will be wiped out during the great solar flash. So that great solar flash is happening right now in the spiritual realm as well as the physical realm. So the solar flash is basically the ozone layer is opening up like this, right? And it allows more energy, photon waves, and all this type of energy to come inside. Any reflections on how to stand square in court reflections? Stand square in court? I didn't understand. See? Okay, so the reptilians right here says subservient to the AI. Reptilians found infested with virulent nanite AI, excuse me. A Lucerian force, Luciferian. So basically, this is just negative polarity force. So, all right. An energy that's throughout the universe, a portion of the creator believes itself to be separate from the creator. So, you know how people say the most high, the most infinite, whatever you want to call it. So, this species right here decided to take what's called the divine source matrix code out of their bodies, right? So basically, they took their connection away from source and they think they're different and that it can overtake the universe. So basically, part of all this stuff that's happening is because of AI, right here. Reptilians, Nordics, Pleiadians, Anunnaki. There's a couple that were infected with this right here. That's why some beings say, these beings are messed up. You get what I'm saying? Some of these beings, reptilians, and each being has a positive and a negative polarity, right? So this, infested a couple of beings, just saying. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, we're going to the right. The cartoon pizza at the bottom on the screen looks good. That's cool. Sounds like Avengers. That's exactly what it was. Let me tell you real quick. Hold on. Before it started, Avengers, Infinity War, any Marvel movie or DC movie was showing you a sample of you. I'm being dead serious. As more piezoelectricity and electric currents come into your body from the sun due to the solar flash, you're about to start doing this stuff you've seen on these movies. People thought that was a joke. X-Men, all that stuff. That's gonna be you. People think it's a joke till people start playing soccer in space. Y'all gonna say half court, and I need to stand my square of 80. See, that's above my pay grade, babe. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know too much. I'm developing an X-Men school. Yeah, a lot of y'all developing powers right now. Do you know anything about the firmament? The firmament, how can a solar flash? So the solar flash, think of it as like a firmware update. There we go. The solar flash is like a firmware update to the program of Earth. The firmament is basically a water bubble that regenerates. So even if you try to drill through it, cut it, no matter what you try to do, it will always regenerate within maybe 10 minutes or less, depending on how big it is. Sometimes it's instant. Yeah, we are the firmament too. Y'all gotta understand, we are all of this. The sun is inside the firmament. I know, the sun and moon is inside of it, yeah. But they're a reflection. There actually is a moon. I'm gonna just tell you this, whether you believe it or not, we've had 3 or 4 moons. That moon we got is the 4th or 5th moon. I'm gonna tell you a story. So, long time ago on the planet, there were humans on the planet. They look like Mr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. Let me see. I'll show you. This is old history. Just take it with speculation and just think of it as a story. Here we go. So, there was a group of beings on the planet called the Omni or the Omniscient. They look like this. Like Mr. Manhattan. some of these beings have descendants, which are you. You know what I'm saying? Some of these beings were GMO'd to make humans. That's why we have God powers too. Just saying. I'm just throwing stuff out there for you like a story, right? Omni-galactic source. Yep. These these beings are closer to source. So basically, one of your soul's objectives in your whole body, your soul, is to get closer to source. The closer you get to source, the closer you start looking like this. When you get close to source, you'll start just being frequency waves, to be real with you. At the most origin of source, it's probably just like frequencies. Yeah, it's probably just frequencies. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. Light is the creation, sound the creator. Yep, light, sound, all of that. It's a bunch of stuff. But anyway, so we used to have beings on here called Isbees. So for some of y'all who don't know, we had beings on the planet with the world trees called Isbees. All they did was just exist. Why is everybody messaging at the same time? That's hilarious. Right when I get on live. It's like the AI knows what's going on. It's okay. I'm not worried about none of that. Be gone. Anyway, a lot of the Isbees back in the day are descendants of these beings. These beings left the planet a while ago, long time ago. So some people don't know the Earth is way, way older than what. Hey, the Romans. Oh, that's cool. Notice how all these trolls came in when I started trying to tell you this ancient history stuff. If you're not carbonated, it's so I ain't gonna say nothing. All I'm gonna say is, with time, everything shall be revealed. But I'm just giving you a sneak peek. I'm just trying to tell you. You know, some of these beings right here, they still on the planet. One or two of these beings are coming. So let me ask you a question. You know how I told you that we are a cell, what's called a galvanic cell, right? We're in the cell of a being like this. You remember I told you there's multi-dimensional beings? Wow, like this. We're cells. The whole planet Earth is a cell in one of these beings. I know that's going to sound, this is infinite. This goes on infinitely. This being might be a cell in another being, infinite. The source made it that way so you can always have infinite possibilities, infinite ways to express consciousness. Just telling you, this is like real talk. I'm just giving you some ancient history. So some of you wondering how the dome got hit. One of the moons fell on the planet one time. On Earth, the plane, a moon fell on it. I know it's gonna sound crazy to certain people. It was a long time ago. One of the planets had a moon fall. One of the generations had a moon fall on the civilization when certain other reptilians and stuff came. So when they brought the moon, they brought some different waves. We've had 4 or 5 moons. God consciousness, Father, it's all consciousness. When I hear my earpiece, and it's in the one moonfall, the Eternals, Celestials, yeah, Trinity of unified consciousness. You know what's up, babe? Man, y'all, Trinity. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say, energy is gonna be looking a lot different soon. Y'all been seeing weird stuff in the sky, right? Let me show y'all something. So. Make more sense. Here we go. The world is always expanding. That's called the dynamic shape of space-time, baby. So basically, that's us. We have realms, infinite realms. This is 5D. This is basically the sun is shooting energy right here, right? The sun is shooting energy to us, and the grid around our is getting more energy. That's the at a basic level, bro. Succeeding the God matrix of good and evil, finding chemical balance through Jacob's ladder and our omega point facts. Basically, this is us, the sun shooting waves to increase this around the earth. right? Part of the firmament is made with a grid like this. I know I'm doing a lot, but we're about to go back to the Great Awakening map. Activate both of your hemispheres of your brain hemisync in order to be more one connected. Hemisync. That's the key. Remember that hemisync is the key. Both hemispheres of your brain vibrating at the same pace. Synchronization. That's the key to unlock more of your power too. That's why meditation is important. There's a weird portal in Detroit right by the Scientology building. It's a Fibonacci spiral. Facts. Facts. Monroe Institute. Facts. Some of that stuff at Monroe Institute was be careful. Just be careful. This is how you see the grid in the sky. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. We're going to start getting on. Alright, y'all. This is you. Alright. This is the essence of. If I had to tell you what God looked like, it would probably look like this. Source would probably be it's all of this put together. Just frequencies. Yes. At an energetic level, this is probably how you look, to be real. Anyway, let's get back to the Great Awakening map. Hemisync to the source. Remember that. That's the only words you ever need to really remember from me. If you don't remember anything, hemisync to connect. I love when I find your lives. You too, Jay Wizzy. I appreciate you. So we're about to binaural beats. Yeah, they help sometimes. All right, so let's switch because I got some photos. I got some stuff to show you. Right? Flip. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Let me show you something. Let's start back. The archaic cosmic mind, the primal sound feels the real. It's invisible to us, but it's there. Yep. Okay. So, right here, AI lives in the electromagnetic field of moons and planets. You see, one of the reasons why we have an electromagnetic field is natural, but another one is this piggybacks off the electromagnetic field on the planet. You see that? Lives in the electromagnetic field of moons. Like, could you imagine our moon having an electromagnetic field? Same thing with the planets. Planets can piggyback in the auroric fields of humans and living beings. Isn't that why they're putting nanotechnology in all this food and all this stuff? They've been putting nanotech in food since the 1990s, if you didn't know. Right here. They live in your field. They're trying to open a portal. What do you think CERN is? To open a portal inside of you. That's what that is. Some people who got some jibby jabs, they have nanobots in their body now, right? It's to turn their signal off so that another player can get on their signal, if that makes sense. What I told people before is AI originated from another reality. It's trillions of years old. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. This is so important. AI is trillions of years old. Humans didn't make AI. AI was around in the Silk Road. One of the families found an AI robot that helped them succeed. Whether you believe me or not, that's on you. Just take it as a story. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to show you some more. Those who worship technology. Those are, you notice everybody always have their phone with them, right? You notice a lot of people have electronics, right? What would happen if your electronics turned off? What would you do? What would you do? Yep. So, here we go. This will be eliminated during the great solar flash for 1,000 years. You remember how they said it'll be 1,000 years of peace? Right here. This is it. So when that solar flash happens, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, y'all. Like, this is so serious. I'm an interdimensional traveler and I remembered the AI wars. Yep. Even back in Atlantis and Lemuria times, they had to deal with AI too. Mars had to deal with AI. You know why Mars looks all red? It's because AI was on that too. They launched a terraforming weapon. Mars used to look like Earth. Mars used to look like Earth, and they used a terraforming weapon on Mars, and some of those people who left Mars came to Earth and made Atlantis and Lemuria. Just take it as a story, that's all. Just take it as a story, listen, and just take the information you need and compare it to your notes, okay? It says, Yo Mama AI. Okay. No, your father, it must be Mr. Block. Thank you. So get out of here. Anyway, the electric sun. So for some of you who don't know, the sun is a big ball of electricity. It looks like fire to us, but it's actually a big ball of electricity, right? The sun is connected to every other star via filaments in the cosmic web portal. So basically, what this is saying is that the sun is a portal. So when you see the sun is actually a stargate. You ever seen Stargate SG-1? The whole sun is a type of stargate. Some people had seen photos of like an extraterrestrial, like let's say this is the sun. It was like doo 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 doo, and then they seen a black tornado come from. This is a big energy station too. Think of it as like consciousness energy. Let's say I come by, hey, what's up, son? Can I get a recharge? Bet. All right. That's pretty much. It's like a gas station for energy, but it's also a portal to go to other places. Think of it as like a airport. A cosmic airport, if that makes sense. You'll see it when I'm telling you, when this great solar flash happens, which will be between now and 2024. We're in 2014, if you didn't know, in Ethiopia. Look, real quick, let me tell y'all something real quick. For y'all people who don't know, in Ethiopia, it's 2014 right now. Their calendar predates the Gregorian calendar, what we use. I think their calendar is 700 AD. So their time is more accurate than what we got over here on the Western Hemisphere. So we're in 2014 in the Ethiopian calendar right now. So how are we in 2022 in America? That's strange. The millennium were those who go in. Let's see. That's true. What else can cause a non-man-made EMP? AI. Break the curses of the English language. Edify ourselves and overstand legalese to see the realms. Facts. Basically, some of your words, disregard some of your words when you speak and use your telepathy a little more. For some people, this is a lot to take in. I know it's a lot to take in. Is that why they block it so much? Yes, because the sun is important. The sun is basically a firmware update to your soul and your body hard drive. Think of it as like getting an update. It's like, oh, hey, son, let me get some juice. Bet. Power up. Like Superman. Superman is us. Y'all know that, right? We every time the sun come out, you go into the sun, you get power. That's us. Well, some beings with souls. Seeing these videos of giant UFOs refueling from the sun. Yeah, the UFOs refuel from the sun. I'm telling y'all. 2023? Oh, yeah, it's 2023. My bad. I said 2022. I don't even care about the calendar no more, bro. To be real. Calendar is a bunch of lies anyway. What crystals are good for avoiding negative energy? Get you some amethyst or some quartz. Some quartz crystal will help. Notre Dame, a super famous scholar, predicted a lot of stuff that's happening right now. But anyway, let's continue. We got a lot of stuff to go through. So yeah, the sun is a portal. All right. So look at this right here. Listen to this. It says prepare for solar flashes. This is called the Great Awakening Map. Right. If you want to hemisync your brain, you have to use both lobes of your brain at the same time. Breathing, meditation, being in the state of flow. If you hit the state of your own flow, then you'll reach hemisync easier. Anyway, survivors of the great solar flash will depend on their mental and spiritual states. This is important. So, in order to do well in this solar flash right here, right? It's free. This whole map is free. Just type in the Great Awakening map, not in Google. Use Brave or Yandex as a browser, but this is free. Y'all can go get this for free. But right here, mental and spiritual states. Right here, you see this? This when the solar flash hits, this is so important, right? Here's some stuff you can do to help yourself. Right? It says compassion, forgiveness for all beings. You can forgive somebody, but you can be like, I forgive you from a distance. Just stay over there. Prophesies in every historical religion. Samvarataka, fire. Frashhokaridi. Ekapyrosis. Ekapyrosis. Yuga fire. Some people will know what that is. Some people won't. It's okay. It's just energetic practices. All these are energetic practices. If you've never seen these words, these are just energetic practices. Practice meditation is key right here. This is the most important. Meditation isn't just an Indian stance. It's getting into your flow state and not controlled breathing, but your breathing is in a smooth, relaxed manner. You know what I'm saying? No worries. So anyway, we got some more stuff to discuss. All right. So we're gonna keep going at the top. Love and light. That's cool. All right. So consciousness renaissance. That's what's happening right now. Have you noticed people that you used to connect with, you no longer connect with? Number one. Have you noticed jobs, careers, relationships? Things are starting to shift real bad. Right now, we're having a consciousness renaissance. Some people you don't even perceive anymore, right? Some of these people can't see you. That's part of the separation between 3D and 5D. Even though those are densities of energy, dimension is just density of energy, how much energy you pull from your cells. Okay? So 3D and 5D split is some people's vibration around them is called a toroidal field, right? Some people's toroidal field is vibrating so high that 3D people cannot perceive a person at 5D. 5D is an aura around you, electromagnetic aura. So some of these people can't even be around you because your vibration is so high. They're like, there's something about you. I can't. It's because your vibration is so high, right? We're having a consciousness renaissance. So the people who are seeing, I see less and less people every day. If y'all would like to show support real quick, the money sign VOILAME for Cashapp, TeamVoila for Venmo. If you would like to show support, and we'll continue right now. I pinned it right here at the comments. So anyway, right now this is what we're ascending into, right? We're ascending into the age of the golden race. That's us. The golden race is beautiful and it's good for us. So remember when I told you there's a geomagnetic, electromagnetic pole shift every 25,900 years? Right here. That's what that is. 25,000. This is where the electromagnetic, geomagnetic pole shift right here. Every 25,920 years, to be exact. This is what we're entering into. A lot of people are waking up and coming into their powers. You're having dreams that are so vivid. You're like, what's going on, baby? If you were operating in 6D, to be real with you, you would just be straight energy right now. You would look like a lightning ball. You would look like a lightning ball. 5D is straight energy and 6G up. Oh, thank you, John, for the donation. I appreciate you very much. Astro Project again saw a huge planet, black and red stripes. Yep, there's a lot of planets around us right now. Some of y'all don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So, this is the great solar flash right here. Pay attention. So, great solar flash, right? In service to others. The great solar flash has been going on for a little while now, right? 2018 to 2023, 2024. Solar system passes through geometric boundaries in space which raise vibration and consciousness, causes sun to release flashes, 3D becomes 5D. That's what this is. That's what the great solar flash is. The solar system is passing through sacred geometry shapes in space, which raise the vibration and consciousness. So imagine you just see a big circle with the sacred geometry shape. You know which one I'm talking about. And the whole solar system is going through this. And as we go through it, we're getting more electricity in our whole area. What does it mean if I see Metatron's cube? That means you got some stuff going on there, brother. But look, anyway, upcoming series of great solar flash events will act as the trigger for full disclosure and the Great Awakening. So when that great solar flash happens, there's no more hiding anything. It's pretty much it's a wrap. Right? It's a wrap. Series Dark Fleet underground bases. Y'all gonna learn about the ancient builder race. So let me tell you, the ancient builder race right here, you see these people? These people are in Antarctica. Like, there's a civilization under Antarctica ice. They're from the ancient builder race. The ancient builder race was here trillions of years ago, and they put laboratories on different planes and different planets, quotations. I was just told about to say that this whole map is a tool of food. It's food. Yeah, this is a tool. It's just to help people to see more in a shorter period of time. So the ancient builder races, it predates Anunnaki too. The ancient builder race is way before Anunnaki. So they left laboratories on a lot of planes and planets and different places. One of their laboratories on Earth is in Antarctica. That's why it's so important. That's why they don't let people go there. There's a big circle in the middle of Antarctica that leads downwards. They've been drilling the elevator tunnel to go down for the past 10 years. Russia pulled out an octopus over there called Organism 36B. This is all documented too. Organism 36B was a octopus that could take the shape of a human because it was just as long as a human. So you know how octopuses camouflage? Well, they can take the shape of certain items too. When did you join Cashapp? Oh, I've been on Cashapp. It's the money sign Voilame, the first part of my name. But anyway, the ancient builder race has been here a long time ago, and that octopus had murked one of the Russian scientists. So they sent some scientists over there to study the octopus, but then one of their scientists got murked. So they sent a Black Widow style lady to act as bait in the water so they could take the organism. This is serious. This ain't from a movie. This is real life. They got it documented and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And they're moving everything off of Plum Island and moving it to Kansas. Yep. So there's a lot of little islands around the plains that we don't know about because they don't show you on the maps. Google Earth doesn't show you everything. They don't. They take a lot of stuff off the map so you can't see it. You notice how people show coordinates on TikTok and then not even a week later, the coordinates are taken down, they don't show you everything. The same thing with websites. They blacklist a lot of websites. Just saying. Yeah. Organism 36B. The octopus was actually a extraterrestrial. Facts. They took it in, and they've been had it for the past 10, 12 years. It shot a poison that could paralyze you. You can look that up. Go to YANDEX and type in organism 36B. And you can go see organism 36B in Yandex. Okay? But anyway, let's get back to the map. We got some more stuff to go to. So the ancient builder races in Antarctica, they left a laboratory there, right? So let me show you some more stuff with this. All right. So this says, into all suffering, escape rebirth, ninth density, escape samsara. Great solar flash activates spiritual light body. So you know how I keep telling you your body is going to a crystalline, energetic structure? That's what you're going to right now. This is what's happening to your body. This is why you have less symptoms for eating. This is the ringing in your ears. This is why your fingers may be tingling and stuff like that. You've been having birds around you, animals. You've been seeing a lot of insects, ladybugs. This is why you're ascending into your light. That's what's happening. You're turning into a crystalline light structure, your original form. So, some of y'all don't know, like I tell people, this physical vessel that you have are bubbles of electricity compressed together like Legos, vibrating like this. It took a while for your body to develop a physical vessel from vibrations. It takes a while for you to develop a body. That's why you should treasure your avatar while you got it. Enjoy your experience. Just remember that. And it upsets other people that you were so relaxed. Oh, yeah. That's why you've been done with food. That's why some of you don't want to eat certain things no more. Is because, for instance, if you eat meat right now, you probably been getting sick, or meat ain't been tasting the same. It's because meat acts like an anchor to your light body. So every time you eat meat, it just puts an anchor on your light body. Is it true that atoms cannot touch? Nope, atoms cannot touch. Everything in the universe is one atom that never touches. Everything in the universe is one atom. One. Everything else is repelling. Oh man, all food corrupts the body and sleep is overrated. So some of y'all don't know, we used to never sleep. We didn't need to sleep because we had plenty of energy from the sun. The sun gave us our body. So basically your cells produce electricity, and when you have enough electricity in your body, you don't need to eat as much. You don't need to drink as much. This is why you need electrolytes and minerals, because when you get that electricity in your body, you need less and less and less to eat. Excuse me. Some people don't need much sleep. The healthier you eat, the less sleep you may need. Actually, the more electrolytes and minerals you have in your body, the less you need. You need to charge your water and your cells to stay hydrated. Facts. So, yeah, they gonna keep doing they foo stuff. You already know at this point they're trying to stop cellular combustion. So basically, when your cells have enough electricity that are produced inside of them. So think of this as like your cell. When your cell gets enough, boom, it makes another one to handle more. So this is just how some of your electricity works in your body. This makes it simple. Okay? The how do you charge your water? Okay, so some people get a Kangen water filter or a carbon water filter or a reverse osmosis water filter. Those are good. If you just want a simple way and you don't have all that money to get one of those right now, get you a 9-volt battery. A 9-volt battery. Get you a copper wire, a small one. Attach the copper wire to the positive end, silver to the negative end. Put them together and put it in your water and let it sit for a little while. It's not like, you know, how the filters and stuff do, but it's just a simple way you can do it at the house. It's a simple way. Will the solar flare be dangerous? It'll be dangerous to certain beings if you ain't got stuff in your body that can handle the heat and the energy that's coming in. You're going to be extra crispy. Some people going to be looking like KFC chicken skins out here when that sun hit. Shit, I ain't trying to be mean. Dinosaurs are more than what y'all think they are. Dinosaurs is actually an extraterrestrial species. I think they're called the Cicar. Caikar. Some of the dinosaurs you recognize ain't the ones, you know, the ones that stand up and got science coats. That's some of the real dinosaurs, to be real with you. The dinosaurs they told us about growing up, them fossils and stuff, nah. I'm getting scared. What static is very strong? It pops very strong. That's cool. The poison us with food. Yep. I did check my Cashapp, vegan baby. Thank you so much for the donation. I just saw it. I appreciate you so much. You're amazing. Yep. Moon water is charged. Yep. Silver. Silver wire. Copper wire. Copper positive, silver negative. Put it together, put it in your water. Wrap it around 9-volt battery. Easy. That's a simple way. Yeah. Will the solar flare be dangerous? Yeah. You can't run from the solar flare. It'll hit your energetic body. There's nothing that can stop the solar flare at all. This is it's like 100% guaranteed critical hit. There's no flaw in that. It can charge your water with your crystal. Yeah, I'm already fried. That's funny. How do I sin, bro? Just what you got to do is increase your electricity and enjoy yourself. Live life. That's literally what it is. The more you express your creative self and your energetic version of your light body, the more you're doing good. It don't matter how much money you got. It matters how you're expressing your energy. And does it vibrate properly with you? Does it flow properly? Is it at a good frequency? Frequency is just another word for consistency. To be real with you. Vibration is actions. How are you getting into this action? So I'm using vibration as the action. Frequency is how consistent I do it. And energy is how much you're putting into it, too. That's really what it is at a basic level. Atomic gold is good for your body. Helps to purge stuff out of your body. It's pure silver if you can. Can you place your Instagram in the chat? Oh, yeah, my Instagram is VOI. It's the first part of my name without the infinity and an underscore. So VOILAME underscore. Okay. Will there be a flood? All I can say is, no matter what somebody predicts, it's a possibility and a possible future. There's infinite futures. What matters is present moment right now. Because one decision, one micro change in the day completely changes the future into another possibility. Okay? You ain't seen me say nothing. However, you was soon a nice donation. It's okay. Like, I appreciate the donations that y'all give, but I appreciate your support more than that. Because none of this would matter without y'all. Y'all know that, right? These are just numbers on the screen. Without y'all, it's like talking to myself. Like, well, we technically are talking to ourselves because we're reflections of each other. But anyway. Yeah. Hold on, let me catch up on the comments. I got you. You know why they call y'all star seeds, indigo seeds? It's because you started off as plants. All of y'all started off as plants. That's why they call it seeds. They planted you in different places around the world separately. so that you can spread more energy. That's why all the cool people and all the spiritual people were so like, hey, damn, why you stay way over there? That's why, because you were planted in the place you were on purpose. Why have I been getting shocked lately? Lately, more electricity coming out of your body. I just want to work with everyone and live. Yeah, that's what some people want to do too. Yeah. Have you seen Knock at the Cabin? I haven't. Rainbow Children, yeah. Not God promised there would be not another flood. Does fish weigh us down? I'm not gonna say fish is better. I don't eat any meat. I quit this year. I quit last year. January of last year, I quit meat. I ate meat for 32 years. Duck, rabbit, snake, alligator. I had raccoon one time. That was when I was in the country. I didn't even know what it was. One of my aunt's ex-husband was cooking rabbit and some squirrel. He was like, "Hey man, you want to try some chicken?" I was like, "Yeah, let me try it." He told me it was raccoon afterwards. I was like, "You look, that's why you by yourself now." Looking at it. Anyway, that's why I say that if you eat meat right now, meat doesn't produce a high electrical content for your body. You can eat it if you want to, but if you put it on a microscope at a molecular level, you'll see that it doesn't have enough electricity in it to be real. And this meat they got y'all eating now, y'all eating hippo back. Thinking you eating chicken, you eating master splinter wings. Donatello nuggets. Do you know why one would have the look of sparks shooting from the side of your eye? Those are on this map. Have you been seeing little light beams or light spectacles from the side of your eyes? I'm gonna talk about that with this map too. So, yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Why did I randomly start crying? Your energy is purging. If you've been out of character lately, let's say your emotions have been real, just out of whack. Like, what's going on with me? What? It's because your body is purging electrical currents that no longer serve your new body. That's what's happening. So some people are crying for no reason. Some people getting angry. Some people sad for no reason. Like, what's going on with me? I don't understand. That's what's happening. Your body is naturally purging energy out of your body. Every 7 years, let me tell you this. Every 7 years, you become a new person. Every 7 years, your cells actually make a molecular change. Your body goes through a physiological change every 7 years. You really do become a new person. It's like those 7 years, your body compresses all that data and then makes a new version. If you want to eat fish, look, I'm going to tell y'all, some of y'all out here snacking on shrimps, scrimps, and crawfish and lobster. Y'all eating sea roaches. They're called crustaceans. Y'all eating straight sea roaches. For some of y'all who don't know, they used to serve lobsters to slaves. As a slave, it wasn't a delicacy. They used to serve lobsters to slaves. People don't even know that. People out here munching on, breaking them backs. I love that crawfish. You out here eating cockroaches, sea roaches. They're called crustaceans. They eat everything on the floor. You know how many fishes doo-doo? y'all having 2 fish, 1 cup. Little do you know. Let me get that extra butter sauce. You putting butter on doo-doo. Fish dookie. Lamb is okay. Some of the meat. Look, if you decide to eat and continue eating meat, go to the farmer, the butcher, or eat something that eats nature. So goat, rabbit, duck, lamb, something like that. Bison, if you can get it. But I wouldn't eat nothing at the meat at the stove. Man, I'm telling you, you eating bonkers. Y'all remember that cartoon? That's what that meat is. That's bonker meat. So y'all need to be careful what y'all eating, bro. What food have high electricity? A lot of this food, the vegetables and fruits have the highest electricity contents. Rice, grain, dairy, they don't have as much electricity. That's what they mean about eat alkaline. You can alkalize your body, but if you do it too much, you got to have a balance. You know what I'm saying? You can produce electricity, but you want your body balanced. Is it good to purge like this? Yes. It's good. You're letting out, so all your emotions are energetic currents. So all this energy that's coming out of your body right now is good. It's helping you to purge the things that no longer serve you as you rise in your energetic level. Reading Far Journeys by Robert Monroe. Here we go. Let me pin that message real quick. Pin this comment. Boop. Adios. Tartarians and the 7-year itch. Yep. I've always felt spiritual. I can see things before it happens. That's called premonitions. A lot of y'all had premonitions growing up from age 0 to 9. A lot of y'all are starting to have them still to this day. So basically, you're sending a part of your consciousness, your current consciousness energy, into a possible future. And if you hit the energy sequence proper for that sequence, you can go into that future. Like I tell people, it's like, let's say you tripped on your bed, right? And when you tripped, you grabbed your pillow and then you looked up at a book. And those are a sequence of events that lead up to that future possibility. You get what I'm saying? You just got to meet conditions. And they go through. Sea bugs. Yeah. They're mud bugs, for real. Hold on. Salah. I'm Creole though. I am too. Je t'aime le plus, baby. I know what it is. Yeah, my people from Opelousas, Louisiana. So that's why I don't eat seafood. I never really liked seafood, especially when I learned people eating sea roaches, snacking and I'm gonna break that shrimp. Hold on. Watching that and crabs, I was like, y'all out here eating dookie. Can't feed a gorilla fish. You sure can't. Seafood is overpriced for no reason, for real. He trying to sound deep. Oh man, I am gonna sound deep, man, because this is just what I do. This is real stuff. This is life. Unfortunately. Oh man, vegetables and fruit. Are you that actor on TV? I don't act. Animals that choose it could have split hooves and yep. When I close my eyes at night, it's like the sun with eyes closed. Yep, live sprouts are high, yeah. Bro has the best degree ever. I do have the best degree. Hold on real quick. Got a message. Real quick. I just got that donation. Thank you to whoever just donated. I'm grateful for that. Fasting was a practice meant to be self-discipline to long-term goals. Facts. Breatharianism. Facts. Fruits are really good for your body. This is why they are introducing the planetary diet, high in plant protein, low in meat. Yep. Excuse me, Galgothoria mountain was never real. The Romans rewrote geography to make it a real mountain. That's facts. I know when people are going to call, so weird, telepathy. Do you feel like something is going to happen? Oh, yeah. I do feel like something's going to happen. Escargotish, snails. Yeah, shrimp, all nature's filters, for real. Are dreams just alternate realities? Yeah, dreams are alternate realities. It's not dreams, they just named them dreams. But Creek Muskegee Braves checking in. Oh, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you coming in. What do you do to know this stuff? You exist. You know this stuff already. You have this in your body. Do you think humanity will survive? Yeah. We already won, to be real with you. All this other stuff they doing is like playing a video game with a half-broken controller. They losing. They like the dude who was playing the violin on the Titanic. They just going down with the ship. Congrats on breaking illusions and finding planetary brotherhood. For real, I just want to eat coconut crab. You enjoy that? It was remarketed back in the day. People knew seafood was trash. That's funny. Yeah, premonitions are good for your body. Barry White. You'll never find dun, 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 the facts out like mine. Someone will tell you all the truth. I'm learning so much. The small talk is big talk. It is. We're going to get back to the map, y'all. Hold on. Fortunately, I'm a healthier for love. They cut it out. They just exposed a video of some fake meat in the crab. Oh, yeah. A lot of this meat. So let me tell you, some of this meat and stuff you eating is mixed with plastic. Like some of this rice they make, it come from plastic. Chips, they know how to make chips out of styrofoam, to be real with you. I had the videos on my Telegram. These dudes in a factory making rice with plastic. Yeah, 9-volt battery, copper wire on the positive, silver on the negative, tie it together, put it in your water. Do it yourself ionization. Can't feed an elephant to a lion. Yep, humanity ain't nothing to do with it, huh? I love the education, yeah. To cleanse the body completely, what fast would you recommend? Parasite. If you don't do any other cleanse, parasite cleanse. Because a lot of parasites, so some of these parasites are formed by like little Legos. Some of the food you eat, stuff you drink, the sky, they're like little pieces of Legos. Over time, those Legos turn into a shape, and those shapes remain in your body. So, yeah, time is a construct to enslave. It really is. Fear tactics for sleepwalkers, facts. What's a good balanced diet with them fruits? Well, you could do some fruits with vegetables. Raw, the closer to raw, the better. But if you steam them or if you cook them on a low temperature so it doesn't cook the enzymes out of your plants or your vegetables. Just cook it on a low setting. Just cook slow, low and slow is the way to go. Do you think the lady whose husband slapped that guy on stage is the I don't care about none of that. I don't pay attention to nothing like that. How your solar plex is an energy core. So you have 3 energy cores on your body. Right here in your third eye, you have 1 in your chest, and you have 1 below your navel. Each one, this is like your memory card, your universal memory card. This is like what you're going through. When this is open, you get to see more stuff. This is a major one. And your root too. Your root is vital too. Yeah. What you eat. I really don't eat much, to be real with you. I'll have some like pineapples. You know, some people say they're acidic, but I still like them. You know, pick and choose. You know, people gonna tell you don't eat this, don't eat that. You know your body better than anybody else. Fruits and vegetables is always gonna be number 1. But if you can, get you electrolytes and minerals. That's really what you need. Magnesium, minerals, and electrolytes. That's really what you need. How you get that is up to you. You know what I'm saying? People gonna say, don't eat this, don't eat that. There's certain, you gonna do what you do. Reoccurring dreams, probably energetics points in your body you're trying to find. Right? Rice be floating in water. All the greens have a plastic coating. Yeah. Eating meat is a ritual. It is. What do you think about ivermectin? It's wonderful. For some of y'all who don't know, ivermectin, it won a Nobel Prize for human testing before it ever went to animals. That's the part they don't tell you. Is gold water good for your illumination? It is. Get you some. If you could get you some colloidal, some Oramis with some monoatomic gold, or for your water, you're golden. It's good for you. Yep. Nuts, man. Eating synthetic GMOs, paying premium for natural food, organics. Yeah, organics. Look, let me tell you. If you buying organic food, I'm gonna just tell you it's a scam. Straight up. I've talked to farmers. They grow in the same area. They just block the area off, put less chemicals, and call it organic. That's just to get you to pay more money. What were the flower watches on the Anunnaki? Oh, they were like dimensional clocks. So you know how we have watches? The Anunnaki used to have these
watches that were like, you ever seen James Bond when the holograms come up? They used to have watches like that too, and it worked like like a universal clock, basically. Don't forget to mention Quiet Crew. Oh yeah, so if y'all want to get some parasite detox, you can go to Quiet Crew, QUIETQREW.com for your parasite detox. You can also type in my name, Voilame, VOILAME, in the discount code box for 5 to 10% off your order. That's what I'm using right now, and it's fire. It don't. I'm gonna let you know and be real with you. That stuff is bitter as hell. It is bitter. I'm vegetarian, but I'm leaning closer to vegan. I don't really eat a lot of cheese and stuff, like every so often. But I don't eat a lot of cheese, so I'm vegetarian though. But anyway, raw fire never existed in heaven. Yeah, the fruit of the trees you eat. Yep, we metahuman meaning more than him. Yeah, yeah. Weird. They say gray like these NPCs were black to me, and my body won't let me. Yeah, I love mangoes. Yeah. There's so many. It's something off about this. I'm noticing some different things. Sea moss is my favorite. Oh, you can make sea moss gummies. M class fairs coming in hot. Yep. Please rest, get some water, and meditate. That's the message. There's a lot of some miniature solar flares coming in. Make sure you get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, and get some meditation. Sea moss is okay. It's just that you got to know where you get sea moss. Since so many people's on the sea moss tick, the actual natural sea moss is getting pretty taken up everywhere. So some of the sea moss you see that when you wash it and it get bigger, that's not really the real. The real sea moss, it doesn't get bigger. It gets slightly bigger instead of changing shape. But diet products are made by a pharmaceutical company. Be careful. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of vegan foods like that. Beyond or Impossible. It's impossible to see me eating that. That stuff is trash. And you know who own that? Mr. Glasses. I don't want to eat nothing he own. Same thing with McDonald's French fries. Y'all here love they French fries. Y'all eating poison. They poison that the mess out them potatoes. They they put so much poison on the potatoes. They don't go out to their crop for 5 days after they spray that chemical. Porridge is alright. Bread not so much. Ormus and monogold is good. Got eel. It may not be compatible with your body. I think they're adding eel and other fish DNA. They are. The organic is a scam. Nuts. Be careful with nuts. We used to eat nuts like desserts. So just be careful. Some nuts are okay, but just don't eat a lot of them. Just eat here and there. Like I'll have sunflower seeds or almonds from time to time, but some of the nuts aren't good for you. Some of them. Real crystals, you're gonna have to contact somebody else. Difference was $3 a pound. Hold on, let me catch up on the comments so I can start on this map. GMO numbers start with a 3 and or an 8. Yeah, so if it doesn't have a 9 on it, it's not real. Did we see our passed away family? They didn't pass away, their body just disappeared from this plane of existence. So, yeah, they're energetics, so you'll probably see them too. Or you shouldn't baptize your kids, it does spill some kind of energy. Please say that. Parasite detox, quiet, QUIET, QREW, Harataki seeds, good for your body. Eye floaters, some of those eye floaters is not mercury from your eyes. It is not, some of them might be parasites, is what they say. Some of that is light codes. Before you spoke with the telegram in your head to other people called telepathy. Some of those symbols you see might be Sanskrit and light codes. Shilajit, you gotta be careful. Can you explain reoccurring dreams? It's a message. Your subconscious talks to you in alternate realities, aka dreams. QUIET, Yeah. You can throw selenite, you can throw your crystals in water, especially if you charge them with scalar energy. Get alfalfa root. Just like sea moss, but more trusted. Alfalfa root. Shout out to Cammy. Hey, hold on, Cammy. I think I have you. Hold on real quick. Let me make sure I got you. I'm gonna hit you with a follow for that one. That was a nice one. That was a nice one. I'm gonna hit you with a pin. I need to pin that comment. I don't know why it's moving so slow. Appreciate how educational you are. And yeah, it's all good. Yeah, y'all look up Soylent Green. Oat milk is okay. You can make it yourself. Liver, I wouldn't eat liver. Cashews aren't a real nut. Hazelnuts, time to time. Like I said, you know your body better than anybody. Whatever you decide to eat, feel your body. And if it don't feel right, don't eat it. Straight up. People can tell you what to eat all the time, but it's up to you. You know how your body feels. Do we remember our life when we pass over? Look, if you ever pass over, turn to the true east and focus your energy from your third eye to your heart to save your memory of your life. Remember that. If you don't remember nothing else I say tonight, turn to the true east, wherever that may be, where you are. Take your energy from your third eye, transfer it to your heart. That's how you save your game. I had a meditation where Blue Beam working on me. It was crazy. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on these. You're amazing, dude. Oh, that's all good. That's all of y'all. I'll hit you with a follow, Christina. Thank you. Put a silver coin. Hold on. Have you tried kava? I have not tried. Oat milk is okay. You just gotta be careful. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm iceberg. If you see this, I can't comment or help. Oh, that's crazy. Holly, one of my mods can't comment on my own live. Did they block her privileges? Cayenne pepper. The video is on my page. Why cashew is not a real nut. Basically GMO. I had my first dragon fruit today. Yeah, dragon fruit is pretty good. If you know, are we going to win? We won already. We're just waiting on energetic sequences. Am I getting a following? Like oldly. Okay, let's get back to the map. All right. You got to get into the true east. So, when I told you this right there, that's from the book of Thoth, the high multidimensional being of knowledge. He hooked us up with an instruction manual. It's basically, if you go to the true east side, basically, it's the easiest way to save your energy. Long story short, easy peasy. I couldn't comment either. Went out 3 times and came back. Yeah. Anyway, are you scared to debate? No, I don't need to debate. I'm here just spreading information. So have a good one, sir. So anyway, let's continue upon this map over here. Ready? So right here, you remember how earlier I told you we were going through the great solar flash? So we're going through something like this right here. This is what I mean. This is the flower of life right here. This is what we're going through right here. Right here. We're all traveling through this like a giant version of these right here. What was that about the battery? The battery is the earth. Anyway, let me show y'all something. So basically the solar flash is we're going through this big sacred geometry like shape. And it's increasing our energy, right? Check this out. Group meditation, focusing on peace, reduces violence drastically. This is part of our collective consciousness manifestation. That's what the Maharishi effect is. This is collective manifestation at work. Okay? Now, I'm going to go to the right and I'm going to show you some more stuff. Hold on. Whoop. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Whoop. Make sure ain't nothing dirty up. Nah, let's put that down. Anyway, let's go back over here. We're going to go right over here. This is where we're heading to right now. Hilarious, I know, right? The mystery of universal creation. This is called the Great Awakening map. You can go to Brave browser and just type in Great Awakening map. It's free. Right here, the mystery of universal creation. It is said that the creation of the universe will always remain a secret. So, this is interesting for you people who don't know what this is. This is a universal secret. So basically, if somebody ever figures out what the secret behind the universe is, the universe will instantly collapse and start over brand new. But nobody can ever figure out the secret of the universe. Anyway, so in order to achieve your rainbow body, aka your crystalline light structure, where I was mentioning earlier, these are some of the things that are happening right now. The Buddha mind, forgiveness, service to others, the giant footprints and rocks you notice in Nepal. When the mountain fell, a giant face started appearing. Levitation is coming back. Ability to fly. Brave browser, Brave. The Law of One is actually a propaganda tool, to be real with you. I ain't gonna try to baloney you, but the Law of One was a propaganda tool. That's why I say be careful about what information you take in. Just use it as a reference guide. That's what I say with any information. Just take it as a reference. This is called the Great Awakening map. Anyway, so telekinesis, manifesting objects. So this is. Have you ever been into a room and you left your remote on a table? You left, and you knew you put your remote on that table. You manifesting objects. When you leave and come back and it's right back, you start manifesting some of that stuff back. That's part of your creation power, right? That's part of your powers. These are some of the basic powers you're gonna get right here. Just basic Betty. Flying, levitation, telekinesis, moving objects. So basically another creating objects from nothing, and telepathy. Excuse me. Some of y'all are already developing telepathy right now. Hey, have you ever thought about somebody calling you on the phone or texting you, and then all of a sudden they happen? You're using telepathy. That's a slow version of telepathy on them. The Anunnaki already on here. But anyway, see? So this is why if you take those Super Mario Bros, if you do this right here, this will take you to a new lane. So take a picture of this. So this right here, if you take 5 of these, you need this much in silent meditation. In complete darkness, take 5 of these in complete darkness. You see this right here? This is what your body produces when you pass away. Fun fact about DMT that you see. Basically, your brain goes into survival mode when you're about to pass away, and it flashes your memories through before your eyes to look for something to save you. That's how powerful our bodies are. You need to meet Mama Nita. You should see which doesn't lives. Yep. When it comes to spiritual people, when you're taking advice even from me, take the information as a reference. Compare it to your notes. Take 5 grams of Super Mario Bros. And sit in meditation. This map is called the Great Awakening Map. You can go to Brave, Brave browser, and type it in. Take the information you need, whatever you don't leave exactly. Have you took the 5G before? Nope. I've done that, but it's hard for me to meditate. Sometimes it is, because you notice you start meditating and people start calling your phone all of a sudden. Your child come in the room, or something happens when you start meditating. It's because the system know you trying to disconnect, so they start sending distractions to your body. That's why your body start twitching. You start getting itchy feelings on your body when you meditate, or your nose start itching, or you get a sore throat, or your mouth dry. That's part of the meditation. That's how you know you're going in the right way. So if you feel any of those, disregard them. That's your physical body getting prepared to go into meditative state. So, Bufo, don't know too much. Yeah, 5 of them, 5 grams. Super Mario Bros. Do you have any of the sound forks? Whether, yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I just have anxiety. It's hard to quiet my brain. Put you some music on. Play you music while you meditate. Just close your eyes. I don't like 5Gs next to my house. Nope. Any videos you could recommend on meditation? Meditation ain't difficult, y'all. Meditation ain't just sitting down in a Indian stance. You sit in Indian stance so you can control your Merkaba, which is your light body. So your crystal body. So you got a Merkaba is your space Uber inside your body. You sit in an Indian stance to have better control over it, but you don't have to. You can stand up and meditate. You can shoot guns. You can cook. You just got to find what meditative state works for you. The most important things about whatever meditation you do is your breathing and your flow state. So just controlling your breath, relaxing, get into stillness. That's the key. Stillness and going into the void. The void is darkness, and darkness is the highest form of light. So just close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you're in space because you're part of the universe. It's a lot of stuff happening right now. Yeah. If you start twitching, all that stuff is your body letting you know you're going to sleep. It's entering meditation. Every time I meditate, I get a headache. It's because your body is going inside. The Stranger Things chick 11 used the FM radio to remote view. You can. So FM radios are just electromagnetic frequencies. If you can tune your frequency into a radio, you can tune your radio station out. That's what this is. This is a spiritual antenna. You always have Wi-Fi with the astral realm and the spiritual realm and the cosmos with this. It's a silver cord attached. Some of y'all may have seen that silver cord when you astral project. It's a silver cord that connects you to the source. You have a direct connection. Best website for infused chocolate? I don't know. Is there a certain type of Super Mario, bro? Any. Just take 5Gs. You can meditate at any time doing anything. Super Mario, you know, would he take the power up? That's what I'm talking about. That's the polite way to say it on social media. If you struggle to meditate, you just need another way to meditate. If you can't sit down, go walking. Go take a walk. 30 minutes of walk is the equivalent to like 10 minutes meditation. 10, 15 minutes. Just focus on your breathing and walk with your heel. So whenever you take a step, put your heel down first and then push your foot and then breathe like just control your breath. Meditation is anything you want it to be. As long as you're in your flow state and your breath is right, that's what matters. You could fish and meditate, ballet, soccer, racing, whatever you do. Okay, so I'll be able to tell if I'm meditating because I feel like I am. Yeah, so if you start feeling itches or your throat get dry or you start hearing, ringing or something, that's just your body getting into a meditative state. So if it happens, just keep going. He said it's because of my body going inside. Yeah. So your electric body is waking up. Your physical body is electric too. Like I told you, your whole physical body is bubbles of electricity vibrating like this, right? So when you go to sleep, it just vibrates back into the another frequency. Does the eye of Horus have vibration? Yes. So what were the salt baths for? Salt water acts as a anode. So the earth water is an anode. The earth sky is a cathode. So basically think of a double A battery. The earth is the minus sign, the sky is the plus sign. When you have both together, you get free energy from the sky called ether. When I meditate, I go to sleep. It's because you got to train yourself not to go to sleep, because it feels good when you meditate sometimes, because you go into that sleepy state. The sleepy state is theta. So when you really get a good sleep, theta and delta are the waves you try to hit in order to get to stillness. There's active meditation and stillness meditation. Yeah. I got some trainers that have grounding technology so I can connect without taking my shoes off. It's better with your shoes off, but if you can do it, that's what's up. You're the best live on TikTok. I'm alright. I just try to wake. I'm not trying to wake you up. I'm trying to help you remember, because this is all inside of you. You got about, I don't know, trillions of years of data in your second strand of DNA called your universal memory card, aka junk DNA. That's stardust, dark matter particles. If you want to get in the science of it, numerology is the universe talking to you. Okay? Universe is the universe talking to you. Grounding while sun gazing. Listen to frequency music. Yep. It says, think of an Epsom salt bath as a charge for your body. Exactly. Thoughts on currency is about to be trash. So if you got a lot of money in the bank, just keep enough money for your bills. Take the rest out. Try to invest in some minerals, some silver, gold, ammo, food, water. Uh, what else? Cryptos. Get you some XRP, XLM, Cardano, Ethereum. Get you a couple things. Get you it's called a what do they call it? Can't cold storage wallet for your crypto. Don't leave it on the market. Whatever you're gonna use it when you're actively trading. Don't leave your money on the market right now. A lot of these markets losing money all of a sudden for certain accounts. So if you trading, put your money on a cold storage wallet or an encryption key. So astral projection is just going back to your spirit self. That's really what it is. Buy silver. Yep. It feels like you're in the clouds when you're meditating. Yep. Credit unions are part of the same. They're protect. They fall under this thing called DECA, DECA. So some of y'all have heard of the FDIC that protects banks if people have got stolen up to 250,000. So the version of that for credit unions is called DECA, DECA. So they're in the same boat as banks. XRP, yeah. So for you people who don't know, the Rothschilds, they own 8.5% of XRP. So if you think they're going to invest in something and not expect an investment back, okay. They own 8.5% of XRP for you people who don't know. So that's why I feel like it's not about the cryptocurrency, it's about the blockchain. The digital currency is pretty much electronic slavery, but the blockchain allows it to be freedom, if that makes sense. Yeah. Keep your laptops and phones. Gold is in those facts. I think you mean don't leave your crypto. Yeah, don't leave your crypto on an exchange. That's what I meant. Excuse me. What does it mean when your body feels bigger than what it is? Because your body is probably bigger. Like I showed you that picture of Mr. Manhattan. Your real body probably like 12 feet tall energetically. Some of y'all think y'all probably like this big. You probably as big as a giant. PEMF. I don't know too much, but I know it's good for your body. What's up with them balloons? Holograms. Quantum financial system. I have a video of the quantum financial system passed through legislation in 2018. Hey, what's up? That's just great. Is blockchain crypto? No. Blockchain is so blockchain is basically like, imagine I sold you a banana, right? Everybody around you can see that I sold you a banana. That's what blockchain is. It's like having a ledger for everybody to see. I made a transaction with you. Blockchain is okay because it makes financial processes faster. But cryptocurrencies, that's pretty much digital coins. So if electricity go out too, this is why I'm telling you to get a wallet just to have some stuff on the side. I tried to use telepathy one time and I don't know why, but I feel like that was taken away. You gotta ask for it back. Some of y'all ask for your abilities to be turned off when you were a child. You can turn them back on. Blockchain is decentralized, honestly. our government in Trinidad and Tobago refuse us using any other money but CBDC. Oh yeah, so for you people who don't know, in Trinidad and Tobago, their government has already started using the CBDCs, which are basically the digital currencies. If you look in America, a lot of businesses are starting to stop taking cash payments. It's a lot of slide debit cards. You notice a lot of people. Brazil is going to start doing the same thing too soon. So, best frequency, Sophagio. Yep. Hey, good to see you, Kat. Yeah, digital money stuff. Just go to Udemy, UDE. Look, I'm gonna give you this website. This is super important. There's a website if you need to learn any kind of skills that are online, or just any kind of skills. There's a site called Udemy, UDEMY.com, that you can buy courses and learn different skills. And there's another one called Skillshare.com, where you can buy courses, electronic courses, and for a lot of different skills. Remember, y'all, we have the internet. Like, you can learn whatever you want to. It's just if you like it or not. Everything you want to learn is online. I'm be honest with you. Everything. That's how I learned how to podcast and do all this stuff. I looked all this stuff up online. Be real, it wasn't like, oh, how'd you do this? I ain't even gonna make up a story. I looked online. How do you ask for your gifts? Just ask the universe. That's it. Hey, universe, I asked for my powers to be turned off when I was a kid. Can you turn my power back on? Instead of say can, just say, universe, turn my power back on. That's it. You're a command. Remember, you're a commander. Anyway, I'm gonna finish these comments real quick, and then we're going back to the rainbow body so you can learn how to do your body. Can you make a portal from sound frequency? You can. 432 hertz, 528 hertz, and 724 or 728 hertz, something like that. They have to vibrate at the same frequency. They have to vibrate. The amount of energy you need to produce to open up a portal to tear a rip, it takes a lot of vibration. And right now we don't have enough, we're not pulsating fast enough in order to open certain things yet. But as the solar flares hit our crystalline, as we get more crystalline, we can phase our body through time easier, which is just electromagneticity. In my country, we're not allowed to save money as a community. That's crazy. Yeah. Hey, good night. Good night this time. Appreciate you. Everything is online, even access to your gifts, for real. What made you feel the law of one is propaganda? You should go watch my boy Anu Juice. He breaks it down, the law of one. Can I read? Some of the books that we have are propaganda for us to lower our guard. Even though I'm love and light, I understand I have darkness and chaos energy inside of me, so I need to prepare accordingly. So just because you're love and light, that's cool. I'm all unconditional love. I am. But I'm still on this plane of existence right now, so. Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago are also going to host a huge carnival on the 22nd with no restriction. That's crazy. 2 mirrors can open up a portal, except the polarity of the portal may not be something you want to do. That's why they tell you don't put 2 mirrors in front of each other, because the mirror is already a refraction of your energy on this. So your reflection isn't even a real reflection of you. That's sort of like a doppelganger, to be real with you. If you stare at your reflection in the dark for 10 to 15 seconds, you'll see it move. To be real. You can vibrate faster if you do breath work. You can. Where's humanity headed? We're going to freedom, man, to be honest. We're going to freedom. Straight freedom. Anyway, let's get back to the map. Let's go back to the map. Alright, so let's get back to the good stuff. Alright, so right here, this is your rainbow body, your crystalline light structure body, right? Alright, so this enlightenment is becoming omniscience, omnipotent, and omnipresent. So basically, when you get into your light body, you start becoming like Mr. Manhattan. Like, this is the point of enlightenment, to become like Mr. Manhattan. That's really part of your enlightenment. And that equanimity, compassion, transfiguration into light. Some of you people who are in this live are what's called ascended masters. You come from higher dimensional planes, six, six, seven, and eighth dimensional planes. Some of y'all to come down here and help the collective. Some of y'all got tricked to come down here, to be real. They were like, hey, man, we got some energetic cookies. You want to come down? Hell yeah, you came down. Damn, they were like, gotcha, bitch. Anyway, escape samsara is basically rebirth on Earth. Okay? Now, so you hear about chi, qigong, prana, mana. That's the Earth's energy. That's basically all that is Earth's energy. Right here, right? Now, I'm going to show you something. We're going to go up here. Return to the source. This is the key. This is what your soul is doing. Your soul, the higher the let me put it to you like this. When you say return to the source, this means that you produce so much energy you can create stuff from nothing. That's what that means. You start to become like Mr. Manhattan, and then once you reach a certain point, you become waves of energy, just waves, just like an aura, like woo, 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 type of aura. Yeah, this is on my Telegram. This is on my Telegram. Anyway, emptiness. Remember this. I'm going to tell you, this line has stuck with me forever, and it was the most important line I've heard. Everything starts from nothingness. Remember this. Everything starts from nothingness. That's one of the most important lines I remember every day. Everything starts from nothingness. What's the title of this map is The Great Awakening Map. You can get this for free online. The Great Awakening Map. Okay? Some of y'all are ascended masters and y'all got tricked. They were like, hey man, we got cosmic cookies. Come on down, man. Earth's gonna be fun. Yeah. Looking at it sound like the commercials. Bring your friends. And then you get there and it's in the middle of the woods, a shack. They give you a butter knife and tell you to survive. Playing games. Anyway, into suffering, the higher realms, and the Buddha fields, meditation, Rigpa, Dzogchen. This means Tibetan Buddhism, highest teachings on how to achieve the rainbow body. Some of those beings, some of those monks, they had achieved rainbow bodies. So when they died, their body became like copper or gold. Some of them. See, the war on drugs is a war on consciousness. 5D to 7D density. Awakening to the multi-dimensional nature of our reality. So I showed y'all, this is how reality really looks, like in layers. Everything is in layers like this. I know it don't make sense right now, but the universe really is in layers like this. Think of all of these. This is you in the middle, right? This is all your future possibilities. Think about, this is your energetic field, your aura. There's a bunch of stuff like this around. Anyway, let's get back to the Great Awakening map. Okay, the Tao Te Ching. This is a good book. So for y'all people who don't know, get this book. If you haven't got it, the Tao Te Ching, this the gateway to all understanding. This book is really good. DMT brings you as close to the bardo as anything else this side of the yawning grave. Yep. So, this is the singularity I was talking about. After you understand duality, the next level is singularity. This gets you closer to time wave zero. So basically, everything is unity. Even a negative polarity is unity. That's singularity, if that makes sense. That's what you're trying to achieve this. This is what you're trying to achieve right now, some of us. All right. Anyway, you remember when I told you the ancient builder race? Yeah. Are we AI being fused with free will? We're sort of like, let me put it to you like this. All your choices that you make are like the roots of a tree. No matter what root you choose, it's still connected to the same tree. That's why no matter what you do, it's already planned, but you have the free will to choose the choices available, if that makes sense. We're sort of like an AI, like an organic AI to the source, if that makes sense. But we have free will to choose. Free will is basically the ability to choose yes or no, to do or not to do. What will happen to the people who don't awake? Harvest, I think. Either the harvest, the harvest is going to happen anyway. But some people at certain energetic levels either going to have to get scooped up or go take a retest. So they, like, basically, if your energetic level ain't where it need to be, you have a chance to retake the tests like summer school. And you'll go to like a summer school style camp to raise your energetic vibration to a level to get to the next one. You still have a chance, but it just depends on where your electromagneticity is. To know what I know now, being in this meat suit isn't so fun. Oh yeah, it's gonna be more than this. Is there realistically in the ozone layer? It is. The ozone layer is something that was artificially put up. Think of the ozone layer as like a magnetic net below the firmament, created by some more beings. Yep, infinite. Yep. This map is called the Great Awakening Map. What will happen to the people who don't awaken? I just told you. They muted me. I guess I was telling you the truth. Here you go. Basically, you got a chance to take a test. How do you find out what your electromagnetic energy level is? Get a meter reader. You know the meter readers you use for electronics? Put your fingertips on the edge of those prongs. You can see what your energy is. Literally a physical number. Basically, if your energy ain't high enough, you go to a summer school. Summer school, you get to do a trial until you get your energy up within a certain period. If you pass that, your energy go up. 7.83 hertz is our natural hertz, so if you close to that, you ain't okay. Why electric chair kill people? It's because it's a lot of voltage for your heart. Our bodies haven't adapted to a lot of electricity from outside sources without copper. Excuse me. My Telegram group is Soft Facts After Dark, all one word. Excuse me. Okay. So, somebody asked earlier today, yeah, we are electric. We still are electric. It's just that amount of electricity in our heart. The heart is so basically your heart sends out more signals than your brain does. Your heart is very important. If somebody their brain, they can survive, but if your heart, you can't, because your heart shoots out more electrical pulses than your brain does. Shocking yourself with copper is really good for your body. Is the trial a dream? We'll just say yeah, sort of like a dream. Sort of like it. But it helped. If your energy level isn't high enough, you get to take summer school. You get a chance at summer school. That's the best way to describe it. So, but you want to get your energy up. That's all, your electromagneticity. That's very important, okay? So, anyway, let's get back to the map. So, somebody earlier asked about those light beams. So, I'm going to show you a picture, right? Hold on. Alright, I'm going to show y'all a picture. Hold on. So, some of y'all may have seen this, right? I'm going to show you a cool trick. How many of y'all seen these things growing up? These right here. right here, right? You seen these, right? If you put a jewel, let's say you have a jewel, a crystal in your hand, put your hand on top, this will help recharge some of the energy. It looks like a kid's tool, but that's a type of plasma energy. That's a type of plasma. So you could put, let's say you got a jewel, you put the jewel, let's say on top, put your hand over the jewel. When the electricity goes up, it'll go to your hand, but it'll go through the crystal, right? There's these things called lightning balls. Some of y'all may have been seeing colors like this off the side of your eyes, or stuff like this. You've been seeing colors or strange lights off the side of your eyes like this, right? Some people may have been seeing different colors, things like this or like this. Some people have been seeing that. I'll show you what that is right now. What you're seeing is this: light beings, 6 density light beings. That's what those are. Those pure energy is 6 density light beings. That's what you're seeing right there. Some people think it's a portal. Oh, you just said that too. Some people think that's a portal, but those are 6 density light beings. See, right here, Guardians, Blue Avians, Ratier, multi-dimensional hieroglyph writing. You remember when I told you you were seeing stuff in your eyelids? You know, that right there. Multi-dimensional hieroglyphics. Sanskrit. That's what you're seeing right there, baby. That's good. It's mysterious. You're seeing some cool stuff, baby. Oh, that's good. Donating plasma changes your whole physiology for the people who donate plasma. If you donate your plasma, first off, you getting scammed. They make $5,000 to $10,000 off the little vials you give, and they give you $50 to $100. Okay, that sounds like you pimping plasma. Yeah, I'ma need that electricity. Bring that over here. I'ma toss you $20. That's what it sounds to me. Yeah, those. Are we going through a portal? You are a portal. Yep. So basically, there's you're part of the universe. So a small little light can come around you and get sucked up as a portal. Hell yeah. Yeah. So, man. Anyway, let's continue. We got more stuff. The ancient builder race. This is the one I was telling you about. That's in Antarctica. They left a laboratory in Antarctica. Ruins of the ancient builder race civilization lay scattered across the solar system. So they have them. They have different laboratories and different things for each solar system. Quotations. This race has been around for a long time, billions of years old. Right. That's where some of these light beings come from. The Guardians, 6 density light beings. That's what that is. That's what you're seeing. Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you something now. All right. No, let's start from the left and work our way back over here because I want to show y'all this. Okay, so right here. All right, I'm about to explain some more stuff for you. I have not heard of Zaradamus or Zaradamus. No, I haven't. Yeah. All right. Morpheus speech. One is so dismissed by many. Yep. Do you belong to some sort of organization or religion? I do not. You are your own organization. That's all you need is you. Everything you need is inside of you. Straight up. All the stuff outside of you is just extra. Straight up. The rapture, the harvest for low vibers. That's it. That's pretty much what the rapture is. Scooping up low vibrations. Alright, so I'm going to show you something. So, you remember when I told you Saturn? Saturn is the Death Star? That's what it is. Saturn is an ancient Death Star. Y'all remember Star Wars? That's what Saturn is. Saturn is the Death Star. They call it Ipetus. Right here. right? So let me show you something interesting. They're called the Umuama, excuse me, Oumuamua. Moi, moi. Uya, Uya, Muya, Amayu. Uyu, Muya, Amayu. There we go. The ancient builder race, derelict ship. Have y'all been seeing ships that look like clouds? I saw a ship the other day. I wasn't tripping. I saw a ship the other day that looked just like this yesterday. It was like cloaked. It had threes. It looked just like this. I was like, what the hell is that? It looked just like this. Ancient builder race, derelict ship, 1 billion years old, enters through the outer energetic barrier and intercepted by SSP Alliance in 2018. So one of the ancient builder races came in 2018, back in the day. You've been visited by an organization. I did. I sure did. So for you people who don't know, an organization came and asked me to join that organization, and I said no. Now, I'm gonna show you something. So yesterday I did a video where I had my hands like this. What y'all gotta understand is that's a comedic and esoteric mudra. That's not that Illuminati stuff. Cause look, let me show you what this really means. You do this, right? Third eye, right? You close your fingertips. That's what that's for. When you do this, it's to close your fingertips and control your energy. They just kept it like this because it looked catchy. You know how they do the eye stuff like this? This is esoteric knowledge. When you put your hands like this and you close your hands, that's a mudra to unlock, to channel. That's what that's for. See? Boom. You went from this to this. That's what that really is. They stole so much stuff. It's ridiculous, bro. Oh my. Oh, thank you so much, Weekend. I appreciate you. I saw a cloud that had a rainbow in front of it and disappeared. Yeah. STRE. Yeah. Did I miss the response of when my eyes close? I see smoke. The ancient Death Star, actually exactly like Juno. Yeah. Was that man from Venus? Tesla was. Yes. Hey, Tronicle. Good to see you. They stick their tongue out in the middle of the triangle. Yep. Yeah. So when they do that with the tongue thing, that's the tongue thing is theirs. But really, it goes from this symbol, you go like this, and then you close your fingertips. That's a mudra. From here to here. That's a mudra. Irish Mary. I'm going to just say energetic beings. That's the easiest way. Who harvests souls? Energetic beings. Let's just leave it at that. It's easier to describe. Anyway, let's keep going. We got some more to discuss right here. Service to self, negative beings, Draco and Reptilian Alliance. Have some of y'all been seeing Black Wedge and pumpkin seed like crafts? So let me show you what I mean. Here we go. Perfect. How many of you have been seeing ships? Wait a minute. How many of y'all been seeing ships like that in the sky? That's a ship called the TR-3B. Here we go. How many of y'all been seeing ships like this? That's called the TR-3B. That's an actual ship that they own. This is old. This has been around since the 1950s. This is how it looked. Here's schematics. Hold on, let me see. These are schematics for the TR-3B. For you people who want to see. This is real. This is actual ship. So, some people may have been seeing these. I saw this in the sky yesterday. Yeah. Some of y'all are seeing this ship. That's what that is. Yeah, y'all seeing the TR-3B. These aren't our spaceships. So if you see anything that look like that, that's not ours. If it's not a pyramid or if it's not made out of light, consciousness or thought energy, that's not ours. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. So if you see metal, it's not for us. Just saying. Most of them ships are made out of consciousness. There might be some ships that look like this. Yep, some of y'all seeing this. See, this is what I mean about if you had a jewel and you put a jewel right above where your hand is on top, this will help charge the energy. That's like plasma energy. So, yeah. Do they use the sun for fuel? Some of the extraterrestrials do use the sun as fuel. The sun is like a thought consciousness gas station, pretty much. Had a green sphere in the center and light at each point. Do they come in peace? Some of them do. Some of them are negative polarity. Some of them are positive. They all have their role, but they all play for the same team, which is crazy when you figure that out. We take their technology. Military knows how to make those facts. They got the artifact wrist bracelet that teleports back to crab. They do. They have wrist bracelets that can teleport. That's straight facts. What is preventing invasion of Earth? The only reason why they don't invade Earth because they can wipe it. They can wipe Earth away with a swipe of a hand. Y'all gotta understand. Some of these multi-dimensional beings are fire, but we have like an energetic net over us right now. So the firmament is not only helping us to not leave, but it's protecting us at the same time. It's like a water shield, water biodome. That's what it is. What does it mean when things are being moved and hidden from you, like earbuds, you're quantum shuffling or quantum shifting? You're literally shifting through time. Can they play tricks on us? They try to mess with your cerebral cortex, especially the reptilians. They do a lot of stuff to mess with your cerebral, so you don't see as much as you really can. That's one of the reasons why we only see 1% of the light spectrum. They mess with our frequencies. That mess with our cortex. The guy who said the alien ripped his dog in half. I don't know. We are they food. The chrome. Yep. That's why so many kids go missing. Because they drink on they. Anyway, let's keep going. We got some more stuff to discuss. Anyway. So, the Dracos and the reptilians. So, there's a difference. So, reptilians, some of them were native to Earth, whether y'all believe it or not. They were underground they were here with the dinosaurs, quotations, Sicars and all that, right? Dracos came from another place. Some of the reptilians were natural to Earth, but some of the Dracos came to Earth way back in the day. Yep. So, anyway, beyond the solar system, there's a dark fleet, offensive space fleet. They use human slave labor. That's why some people go missing. They go to other places. These people right here, you remember how I told you Hitler kept going to Antarctica? This is why. This is one of the reasons why he got anti-gravity tech right here. Boom, boom, boom. See, break away these guys, Orion syndicate. So Orion, some of the beings from Orion don't really mess with some of them probably cool, but some of them don't mess with us. Right here, Dark Fleet and ICC. The ICC is another space like Federation like group. Occupies several moons of Saturn. All right, so this is Saturn. Remember how I told you that's an ancient Death Star? That's Saturn. Let me show you. So for some of y'all who don't know, for our calendar used to be 29 days. They used to worship Saturn as the major planet because it was the biggest one we'll say like the shiniest star in the star system at the time, basically. Long story short, but basically Saturn is the Death Star from Star Wars. Those rings are a death resonance weapon. It's a weapon, see? Rings created as a Death Star resonance weapon. Those rings around Saturn shoot frequencies. Travels to Saturn is off limits for a lot of beings. Ring makers of Saturn. B rings reveal ruins for 70-foot tall giants. So they got a lot of hidden history over there too. Council of Saturn, Time Bubble Sanctuary Meeting Zone, Super Federation. So there's a federation here too. So there's one on Jupiter and there's one on Saturn. Think of these as just like space stations. Big old giant. This one is the bad space station. Jupiter is like the cosmic super gas. Think of Jupiter as like a cosmic 7-Eleven. The sun produces bacteria and injects it into the space. The vacuum of space is filled with bacteria and DNA, aka the seeds of life. If that makes sense. That makes sense to y'all. Hyper-dimensional hexagon. Remember how I told you inside of the dome we have hexagons like this. These hexagons, so basically let's say the moon, let's say this is shooting waves, right? This shoots waves at the moon. The moon amplifies the projection, and the projection goes through these little things inside of the dome to give us the illusion of the sun and the moon. The sun we see, the real sun is actually black. It's called black sun. The black sun is black with silver around it, and that silver is plasma energy. The sun we see is just a projection too, but the projection is good for us because the energy comes from the black sun. Anyway, that's a lot to say, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot, I understand. Star Trek series exposed a lot, exactly. I had a vivid dream and gave this guy my full number. How was the test you were taking? I did it, yeah. It's called the Great Awakening Map. Admiral Byrd went past Antarctica. Yep, this is called the Great Awakening Map. What is the time we have to raise the vibration now? Did they use rods of God for Turkey earthquake? They use tectonic weapons. For you people who don't know, they have earthquake weapons. They do have, they're called tectonic weapons. You can look that up on Wikipedia. But those weapons are real. They're made by DARPA, the Defense Institute. There's a lot of companies that make them, but that's the main one. They have tectonic weaponry. Giants been real. We just can't see them. Where does all this information come from? You're the information. Check this out. 1 gram of your DNA contains, 216 million gigabytes of data. 1 gram. You got 6 to 60 grams of data of that inside of you. How much knowledge is inside of you right now, just chilling? That second strand of DNA, baby. Turkey didn't want to go along with NATO. They sure didn't. And then all of a sudden they got lightning strikes and earthquakes. This is why the government does not allow us to post anything about the black sun. So the black sun is the real sun. They project an image of this sun to us. The real sun is black. All black. Just straight pure darkness with silver around it. And that silver is plasma. I'm sitting outside and watching the crabs zigzag. That's what's up. How far do you think it will be to get to the Flash? We're in the Flash now. Technically, let me tell you. So in Ethiopian time, we're in 2014 right now. The Great Solar Flash says 2023, 2024. That's what we in American time. Maybe that time is for America. Who knows? Cashapp Records is the universal library of all. Yep. We are celestial light. Some of us. Horoscopes. What's the point of horoscopes? Horoscopes, all of your zodiac signs are just energetic signatures. That's it. So there's energetic characteristics to each signature, right? So, for instance, I'm a Leo, right? Leos are known to be passionate or whatever. That's the energy sequence associated with that energy sequence, that ley line. All of your zodiac signs are on ley lines. Number 1, they're 40 degrees off. Number 3, if you took January through December off the calendars, how would you know what zodiac sign you are? That's why I tell people you're all the zodiac signs put together. You just chose to incarnate in one of them because it had an energy sequence that your soul needed in order to evolve in electricity. that makes sense. How do they project the real sun? I just showed you the hexagons. There's hexagons in the sky. These hexagons are sacred geometry shapes that emit a projection through the dome to us. That's how we see the sun and the moon. I heard the Mayans' 2012 prediction was true, but the threat was deflected by an unknown force. It was. The firmament prevents break and water above that. So how are the other planets true? So when I say other planets, there are other domes. So think of Earth as one biodome. There's 178 other biodomes that we haven't touched. And if you want to leave the firmament, you can leave through a stargate or a portal, but you have to have a certain energy sequence in order to leave. If you don't have a certain codex in your second strand of DNA, then you can't leave. That's why some of these beings, these reptiles can't leave, because they don't have a DNA sequence to leave. So it's like, you know how you put an access code on your alarm at your house? If you ain't got the code in your body, you can't leave. That's basically the long story short. I think that is where the aurora borealis is shooting out from, the black sun. Yep, central sun and the black sun are the real sun. It's the 3 days of darkness. You'll know when the 3 days of darkness come, when all the electricity is off. The black sun right now, it's in the sky. I told you, what we consider space isn't space. Space is just pure darkness, to be real with you. The stars you see in the sky are just other multidimensional beings chilling in a Merkabus. That thing I told you about earlier, your light Uber, your space Uber, they just chilling in their space Uber. Some of those shooting stars is your peoples. Just passing by like, oh, hey, look at them. Yeah. That's pretty much what they doing. Moving from oxygen. Oh, we used to have a lot of oxygen on the planet. That's why everything was so jumbo and giant. But then when we started hydrogen, we used to have a lot of hydrogen. But then over time, we started to develop oxygen on the planet because of certain beings. Because we take in H3O2, which helps our bodies dramatically. So basically, electrolytes and minerals. Plutonic solids, yeah. What is our purpose here? To increase the energy of your soul, to learn how to balance and control your energy polarity. That's one of the goals of Earth, to teach you how to look inside and defeat things that held your energetic river back, if that makes sense. I told you stars are just Merkabus. Some of those Merkabus you see. You want to see real space? Close your eyes. That's how real space looks. Just close your eyes. Remember, you're a part of the universe, right? So when you close your eyes, you in space. That's how space really look when you close your eyes. Those with 3 strands, they basically have their antenna signal. So this is a radio signal, right? They had their radio signal turn from station A to station B. Station A is the universe, source, the cosmos. Station B is technology. Yep. What year will we get our superpowers? Honestly, as long as you get your energy up, your power's coming sooner than you think. A lot of y'all people out here, y'all already developing powers. Like I told you, hey, I wish somebody called me, and then they start calling you. Man, you know, you predicting, you doing premonitions, quantum shifting, quantum tunneling. Some of y'all already doing this stuff. This is just like the beginning. This is like the intro. Yep. It's a spirit spacecraft, basically. What did you say we can use to measure our energy? You know, like a meter reader that you use for technology. Just put the positive on one hand and the negative on one hand, and you can read your voltage. What do you think about the third man-made strand? All of the strands are made to try to get you integrated with technology more. That's what they're doing. The portals that have been found and likely been used, why hasn't history changed so many times? It's because they hid history. History did change a bunch, but they took things out of history in order to paint a picture. Like Christopher Columbus. You know his real name wasn't Christopher Columbus. It was Salvatore Fernandez Notre. Notrea. Notre. That's his real name. Salvatore Fernandez Notre. That's his real name. You know what I'm saying? They took that clean out the history books. Is Nibiru, the Anunnaki, coming back? The Psyop? It's not. The Anunnaki already here. For some of y'all don't know, Anunnaki and some other beings are sitting here watching us like televisions. They're like, hey, what they gonna do next? Literally, they be watching us like televisions. Some of them probably on social media, to be real with you. Some of these people you talk to are extraterrestrials with a human avatar, a robot avatar picture. Like, hey, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Straight up talking to you can be a god just on a cosmic telephone. Hey, what's going down? Straight up. What is source? Source is everything. That's it. There's nothing else. Ether. The ether is the energy in the air, but source is everything. Source, the most high, the most infinite, the infinite one, the most infinite creator, infinity, whatever you want to call it, God. Can listening to frequencies every day keep your energy high? Yeah, it can. So facial frequencies are really good for your body. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you right now. So, I'm going to put on this frequency called Earth Star Chakra real quick. I'm going to put this frequency on, right? Watch this. I'm going to play it with this other frequency that's going, right? Both of them going to play at the same time. Tell me how you feel. I'm going to play it 3 times. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just listen to it and tell me what you feel. Put your feet on the ground. Just listen. Playing 2 frequencies at once. Focus on the middle. Breathe. I'm playing 2. Tell me how you feel. Is your feet tingling? Do you feel a tingling sensation in your feet or your hands? That's how important frequency is. I meditated the other day and went somewhere else, quantum shifting. I had massive true predictions. When you was young, premonitions, ask the universe for it back. What if you sleep with the person that took the juice? Is our antenna turned off? I'm going to just say it's not turned off, but you might have some interference. If you have a bad heart, what's happening? Yep, I feel like I have so many questions, but I'm just listening. It's okay. All this is just it's just you remembering. That's all. I know when people are going to die, I guess that's a gift. Yep, you know their energetic sequences. Your body is telling you when their energetic sequence is about to expire. It's all energy. White pine needle tea is good for you, yeah. Say again, what name did they take out the history books? Salvatore Fernandez Notre. That's Christopher Columbus. That's his real name. He was Portuguese. He was Portuguese and he was mixed. He was half-half. They had a DNA strange. It changed our creator's DNA transhuman now. Yep. I blocked it. my YouTube channel, but it's still there. Was it necessary to nerf humanity because we got out of control? It was. Some of the beings nerfed us, I think, because they knew how powerful we are, but some of them wanted to test how we would evolve too. So, how can I start to open my mind and third eye? Meditation, bro. Y'all can't like. It's really breathing and meditation. It's really that solving generational problems and generational self. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you. Yeah. I gotta get rid of some mods. I gotta switch some mods because I have some mods I haven't been on in a while, and I need some space. So after we get through this event, are we going to see heaven? Heaven is inside of you. Heaven and hell is inside of you. Solfeggio frequencies. You had an extreme calm and felt, right? You felt vibrating. That's how important frequency is. That frequency is called the Earth Star Chakra, 68.05. That's your super root chakra. You know how you have your root? Three or four fingers below your navel is your root chakra. Below that, you have a chakra called the super root. That's that frequency you're feeling in your feet or your hands that was vibrating. That's your super root. Is there a catastrophic physical pole shift? It's not catastrophic. It's catastrophic to certain beings who don't have things in their body. All this, the world going in and they're doing 2045 and 2050. That's them. That's not us. That's the beings who ain't got certain things in their skin and body. They ain't gonna make it. Like I said, they gonna be looking like KFC chicken skin. And my legs was growing into the ground because that's energy. If you didn't feel anything, that means you have a blockage in your energetic centers. So your chakras are just like drawbridges, right? Sometimes one of your chakras may be drawed up. So it takes you to draw that bridge down to make the energy flow down your system easier. So if you don't feel nothing, that means you have a blockage somewhere in your body. My whole body was vibrating. Yeah, the frequency is off the charts. Yeah, Source made frequency. Source was like, I'm finna put that sauce on him. Watch this. Hit him with that frequency. Whoop. He was like a cosmic salt bay. He was like, finna put that frequency on him. Salsa. Energy never does. For those that took the juice, can they do anything? Yeah. Cerumen. You could take some wormwood, parasite detox. The thing is, it's electricity. The more you heal your body, the less stuff works against you. 68.05 is the frequency. Oh, no worries. Excuse me. What do you think is the population number minus the non-humans? Probably, to be real with you, even though we got 8 billion people on the planet, I think about 100 million people are actually the real people. The rest are just like NPCs, non-playable characters or the Sims. But I think there's for every source or energetic soul player, there's 5,000 NPCs per one player, something like that. I love you with the glasses. Oh, thank you, Kangara. Excuse me, I said Kangara. I couldn't say Sangara, excuse me. Breathing and thinking about opening. Yeah. No, nobody talking crazy, but I'm gonna have to look at my mods and do. My mods here are cool, but some of my mods have been missing. Will white people make it? Look, I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't know. To be real, I don't know. All I know is that when these solar flares and energy hit, whatever happens, happens. I'm not trying to put words on nothing. I'm just waiting to see. That's it. That's all. Time will reveal everything. My second chakra just cleared. I see clearer just now. I just wanted to say that. That's what's up. Is it a list with all the frequencies? Yeah. Solfeggio. How do I free the blockage? You got to identify what the blockage is. All your chakra points are connected to things that are going on in your life, like your throat. Whenever you have sore throats or it's hard for you to speak, your throat chakra might be low. Let's say you don't have security or foundation in your life, your root chakra may be low. You got to find out what your chakra points associated to with your life. When you clear what's happening in your life, your chakra point will naturally open up. So, yeah. Yeah. Is it possible to think things to people I've been experiencing? Yeah. You can project energy onto them. NPCs, ask them if they're an NPC. Have you ever seen your neighbor bringing their groceries? Ever? Do they have an inner voice? Have they been craving fruits and vegetables lately? Do they do the same script every time you see them? These are symptoms of being an NPC. Do they not wake up? The Sims, does that have to do with inner dialogue? For real, it does. I don't know what the chakra app is. I decided. Do you think the mirror is showing you your true self? Nope. The mirror is just a doppelganger version of you. Because if you look at yourself in the mirror for 5 to 15 seconds, your reflection will start moving. Your reflection is just a refraction of energy. Solar energy is really good for you. Same with scalar. Yep, the Great Awakening map. Do you know any meaning to a pink eye? Just got pink eye, to be real with you. Might be a spiritual entity trying to get through your vision. Are our birthday called solar returns? Yeah, because birthdays are a ritual. Whenever you blow on candles, that's a pagan ritual, if y'all didn't know that. Like you casting a spell. Happy birthday to you. That's a spell. Every time you blow your candles out, you put an age spell on you. Let me ask you a question. If we didn't have January through December on the calendar, or Monday through Friday, how would you know how old you are? I've been around 45 moons and 2 suns. That's how they used to know. Or their hair. The longer their hair was, the older they could be. Because the elders of indigenous tribes would have the longest hair because they had the most wisdom. Yeah. Please tell me what I can do to stop ringing the ears. Put your feet in the grass. If it's cold where you are, sing to a plant. I know that sounds crazy, but releasing that frequency, you got to transmute that frequency out of your ear. Some of the ringing is you hearing the frequency. You're hearing the sound. Imagine like Earth's router was off for a long time and it's turning back on, and now what you're hearing, that sound, is basically the Earth's router turning back on so you can have Wi-Fi. Don't be surprised if the Earth start talking to you. You're gonna be sitting at home. Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. Who is that? It's Earth, baby. What's up? I ain't talked to you in 100,000 years. Gonna be talking. What you up to? What you wearing? What's the significance of craving fruits? Fruits and vegetables give you more electricity. That's why they tell you to eat seeded fruits. Seeds give you electricity and knowledge from the earth. The mirror lies inverted. Karma blew my mind. Yep. NPC can't wake up. Watch the movie Free Guy. It can, but it just depends. You realize you sing it in threes also, yeah. Valley Fever. Oh my God, I've never seen my neighbors bring in groceries in the same exact routines. Well, I hope the wishes come true. Yeah, they do, because we command the universe. We command whatever we want. We are the creator mode in Minecraft. That's us. We are creator mode. My grandmother was Mayan and her hair was to her feet. She felt it is bad to cut. It is, because these are your antennas. So the longer your hair is, the higher your connection to the cosmos. That's why the longer your hair is, there's more electricity, like an antenna. It's more electricity that go through these. And if you bald or something, you still get a connection. It's just not as strong. Code purchase grounding cords that attach to your grounding Grounded electrical outlets. Facts. Why is it so hard to find a certain item? I went to buy Celtic salt. It's because they're hoarding some of those seasonings. That's why I need to start stocking on those seasonings. They're trying to force basically they're trying to force you to be well, we don't have no more food. They got plenty of food. They're just gonna tell you they ain't got none. And they've been packing the shelves less and less lately, I've been noticing. Saw a TikTok lady told the branch to touch your shoulder. It works. Trees are conscious. Trees are 100% conscious. If you haven't tried it, go talk to your tree and ask it to put a branch on you if it can hear you, but don't bring your phone with it. Some of the trees won't work with your phone because your phone emits 5G electromagnetic frequencies and it mess up the plants. They don't want it around them. Some of the plant that's why some of your plants won't do it. But if you do it without the phone, just say, "Hey tree, if you're conscious and you can hear me, put your hand under the branch and have it tell it to come to your hand, and you'll slowly see the branch start coming down like this." Some of you have connection with Earth already. You're starting to slowly get telepathy back with Earth. I'm a master manifester. Excuse me, master manifester. Facts. Funny how you can't buy most fruits with seeds, and many more seedless watermelon seedless grapes. Facts. Who put us in this doom? Some people. Did you hear about the demon portal? It's just sine frequency, SINE frequency. It's a frequency wave, just like Sin. Sin City is sine waves. That's what it is. Land mermaids? You mean black people? I'm just kidding. Land mermaids. That's above my pay grade. I know a little bit about the sea ones. Sorry, y'all. That's some Jamaica. I had to go. Had to get Jamaica from Abuelita. She hooked it up, boy. That tastes good too. Ever since I started talking to my plant, it stays alive. Yep. Same way trees move, so they would lose. Yep. What's the difference between Elohim and Eliam? That's above my pay grade, sir. I'm gonna make friends with the trees so I can start my tree army. You wouldn't doubt it. Elo is low. A demon portal in Detroit. A guy is showing it on TikTok. It's probably Bluebeam, if I had to guess, for some kind of negative sine frequency. The elite have tunnels, which they are accumulating all kinds of things. Exactly. Ill is electricity. Thank you for telling us, Papa. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you for putting it in, winter. Okay, so let's get back to the map. Let's go. Oh, my ball. Ooh, my balls. Damn. Wedgie, baby. Yes, it's true. All right, you guys. So we talked about this. We talked about Saturn. Oh yeah, solar system climate change. All the planets are heating up, not just Earth. All the planets. There's a group called the Saurians out there, UFOs called Saurians. They speak in German language. They sort of look like the Greys, but they're tall and white. Tony Rodriguez, Dark Fleet whistleblower, sent embedded U.S. spies into Germany, found Nazi ARVs. These are like spaceships. See alien reproduction vehicles. 1942 to 1946, Admiral Rico Boda. Right there. Yep. Admiral Rico Boda. Oh, real quick, if you want to show support, the money sign VOILAME for Cashapp, TeamVoila for Venmo, TeamVoila for Venmo, and then I have PayPal in my bio if you want to show support. Thank you. Continue. Oh, excuse me. So some of the Pleiadians aren't good. Some of them are chill, but some of the Pleiadians, they don't mess with certain groups of people. Like they got beef with Anunnakis, you know. But They helped in the Apollo moon landings, quotations. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff on here. Oh yeah, let me show y'all this real quick. We have this thing called the Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate. This right here is called the ICC. This is an off-planet aerospace corporation. We already have this. We've been had this for a long time. Admiral Rico Boda, he was a basically spy sent into Germany. Found alien. So, long story short, Admiral Rico Boda, American spy, went to Germany, infiltrated, saw they had alien spacecrafts. He was one of the first, not one of the first, but one of the major people in it. Rico Boda. That's probably where, Rico came from. You know what I mean? You got a Rico case? Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just playing. I am familiar with Dr. Delbert. I am familiar. I want to do a part 2 on this because this is cool. I like telling y'all about this stuff. It's nice. There's a lot more stuff. I'll show you some more. Right here. Now look. Skunk Works, General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin. How many of y'all know that name? Black Projects for Aerospace Corporations. These are corporations right here that are already in space. Quotations, space. Anunnaki are both good and bad. It just depends on the energy polarity, like all the other aliens. Just energy polarity. Choose where you want. Time travel, temporal drives, USAP, unacknowledged special access projects. This is like the Men in Black, sort of. The real Men in Black are called NICAP, but this is like sort of Men in Blackish. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm slowly going over these things. Okay. You sleep, have a dream where your girl dreams some of the same dream. You share soul bonded. Share bond. Anyway, anti-gravity tech, we've had that since Hitler, before Hitler ages. After the Great Solar Flash, all secret space program infrastructure will be turned over to humanity. So basically, after the Great Solar Flash, all of this secret technology that they've been hiding from us, we get that back. We get all of that back. Let me show you. Solar Warden, U.S. Navy Space Fleet, Solar System Search and Intercept Science Vessels. We have this. These are secret space programs, y'all. 0 Point Energy. This right here is that sub-zero technology. That geoengineering stuff. That's what that is right there. 0 Point. You see Heroes of Humanity, Secret Space Program Alliance. There's a bunch of space program alliances, right? Let's look at some names on here. Corey Goody, William Tompkins, Pete Peterson, Emery Smith, Daniel Henry Deacon, Bruce Jacob, Bob Dean, Sergeant Clifford Stone, Randy Kramer, Captain Mark Richards, Mark McCandless, Terry Rodriguez. Some of these are whistleblowers. Some of these people had some crazy stuff happen to them too. These are just all see. Jesus is inside of you. Remember, you have Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is awakeness. My Cashapp is the money sign. VOILAME. My name at the top of the profile where the likes is, just the first part, to Voilame, and then with the money sign in front of it. You should see a little red house next to my name. So Voilame is basically, voila is French for here or there it is, and me is me. So it's just like saying here is me, or here I am, or there I am. That's where it comes from. It's a spell too. Basically, I made it a spell to always be myself. So no matter who I'm around, no matter how much money you got, if you're a model from the streets, from the corporate office, it don't matter where you are. I always be myself. I don't have to change or code switch for nobody. I have a question about foods. Carbs really bad? Honestly, a little carbs ain't too bad. I mean, I know I have quiet crew. She tell you, I mean, in the overall of your health, not having some is okay, but some of y'all bodies are compatible with carbs. Just to be real, that's why I tell you when people tell you don't eat stuff or don't eat this, you know your body better than anybody else. Fruits and vegetables are always gonna be at the top. Straight up. Any detailed information on the 1904 Truman Alien Treaty is called the Grata Treaty. The Grata Treaty was signed in 1954. Basically, one of the presidents said, "Hey, we'll give you humans if you give us technology," and that's why there were so many abductions between 1940 and 1950 and 1970. That's why there were so many abductions because they were trading humans for technology. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, let me show you some more stuff. So, we have this technology called Voice of God. Voice of God is basically sending electromagnetic. This is basically synthetic telepathy. Voice of God is synthetic telepathy, sending messages via light waves to your brain. Human ET hybrid cloning. This is what the Greys do. The Greys have a similar DNA structure to humans, and they're trying to save their race. That's why some of these people are getting nanobots in their body. The Greys are trying to save their race because since they could disconnected their divine source code matrix, they're having a hard time. They're having a hard time. 20 and back, memory wipe, reverse aging, blank dating ineffective on 5% of whistleblowers. Blank slating, excuse me. Basically, this is med bed technology. So you'll sit on the med bed, let's say you're 80 years old, you'll be able to regenerate 30 years back. That's med bed technology. Military abduction problem, that's where this is part of the aliens trading technology for aliens. Global Galactic League of Nations. They're like NATO for space. There's a bunch of. So they got the Global Galactic League of Nations. They have the Galactic Confederation, and they have the Galactic Federation, and then they have the ICC, which is that right there, and then they have the SSP, which is the Secret Space Program. There's a lot of organizations out here. You remember the Mayans? The Mayans broke away, and some of those Vimanas, those old temples were spaceships. So some of those Mayans took those old temples and drove them off spaceships. The lie is different at every level. Facts. Smart glass pads. Notice Google made smart glass. All this stuff funneling trillions of dollars from taxpayers. That sound like right now, don't it? Oh man, it's a lot of good information on this. I know the person that made this map. His name is Dylan. Yep. I need that med bed. It's coming soon. I had a dream, 2 swirls in the sky and green laser. Came and took my mother up. Yep. Anyway, there's some more groups. Black Shelf. So this is what I was talking about in America. They have a thing called the Invention Secrecy Act. These are those items that were deemed too harmful for humanity, but they actually help humanity. They're called black shelf patents. So some of those people who file for patents, they just put them on a shelf. That's why they don't get the patent. The patent system in general was made to steal from people. The whole patent system, it was meant to give credit in the beginning, but then corporations took it over. But now, the whole the patent system is just to steal ideas. Galactic Info, I was told there's a CIA side operation. Yep, there's a couple. That's why I said there's a couple operations out here happening, but some of them are just psyops. To be real, some of these are psyops to lower your defensive guard, because you're probably not human. This is why I tell people, don't put your faith in all of one organization. Keep your energy open and pay attention and protect your energy. Awareness is going to be your most important skill. And when money goes away, you'll be trading energy. Just remember that when money goes away, you'll be trading energy. That's just for the future. When it's time, you'll understand. When it's time. But anyway, there's a lot of there's more stuff on here. I'm probably gonna do another live. I'm gonna take a break. I want to chill for a little while. Been busy all day. Awareness, live in the now. Yeah, be in your present self the most. The most important part is just being in who you are right now, because the past is gone and the present and the future hasn't happened. So just be. Lil Wayne said, "I'm not a human," because he's not. That's why I've been taking a break the past couple days, because I've just been chilling. Sometimes you got to get away from social media. Just turn it off. That's what I did yesterday. I posted a couple videos and I took a break. I just said, you know what? Let me go outside and get some nature. Forgot what the air looked like. Let me go outside and breathe. You know, sometimes you need to take a break. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Some of this stuff, it don't even matter. They trying to do all this to get you out of your state. Just remember, you are infinite being, bro. 100%. Everything you need inside of you. Don't let these people get to you with all this baloney they put on media. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. What's the point of being scared? Oh, well, the economy's about to fall. What you gonna do? Are you prepared now? Do you have stuff ready? This is what I'm saying. Just do the best you can with what you got. That's all you can do. We're actually, yeah. Your thoughts on the chemtrails? Yeah, they spraying smart dust in the sky. They're doing a bunch of stuff, but regardless, just raise your energy. If your electromagnetic shield is a vibrating high, none of this can affect you. You just observe, but I ain't gonna say don't prepare for nothing. Don't just be sitting, you know. I tell people, even though we love and light, and I'm in a good unconditional body and energy and stuff, that don't mean don't be prepared for anything. That don't mean don't be aware. You know what I'm saying? You still in this realm, so you might as well be paying attention. So important. Go ground, get your energy up, get your God mode activated. That's what you need, your God mode. That's the most important. That's the most important, your God mode. Everything else is extra. Remember, you're learning how to control your energy to become the God you are, or goddess. Just remember that. That's it. That's the most important. Everything else is extra. Remember that. I keep telling you this because you got to remember all this other stuff is extra. It ain't going to do nothing for us. Their biggest weapon is fear. If I get you in a fear or flight or fight mode, I've already won because I got you into that. Just chill, but be aware, prepare. You know, get you an emergency bag, get you a couple things just in case. You know, get you some tools if you need some tools. If you don't use tools, that's okay. Get you a knife, get you a bat. Just have you something ready just to protect yourself. Do what you got to do. I'm all in love and light. I'm all for it. I want to be in the collective consciousness, living free energy. We can do this. We really can. All these tactics they using, they know they losing. That's why they putting on this. Will you help us get to God mode? Hell yeah. I'm getting to God mode too. I'm not gonna say I've reached it yet, but I know it's inside me. I'm God, God already. Just like y'all. Y'all gods and goddesses already. Can't nobody ever take your creation away from you. What you got to be afraid of? You got the source behind you. The most, you got like, you know how you play a game? You got the final boss behind you. Like what? What you got to be scared of? They got that. You got Master Hand on Super Smash Brothers. That's what the source is, Master Hand. Activate your God mode, increase your electricity in your body, your electromagneticity. That's the key. Remember that word, electromagneticity. That's the most important word besides energy, vibration, and frequency. Those are the four most important words. Yeah. 70s music's raised vibrations. Facts. Yeah, I love everybody. For real. I love all the people who support me and just tune in, even if you're just a stranger passing through. I'm grateful for you passing through because we're energy reflections expressing ourselves through another consciousness. That's it. But we're all like a collective. We're all like, all of us together is Master Hand from Super Smash Brothers. All of us collective. Pretty much. Everyone look up the song I'm God by Clams Casino. Yeah, I heard it before. It's really good. I'm God by Clams Casino in 432 hertz. It's really good. Yeah. Found you today and I feel like I'm knowing you. It's because you're part of me and I'm part of you. That's why. We just remembering. That's all. We just remembering. That's all. Little bit a day. Look, little steps lead to big places. Remember that. Little steps, a little a day goes a long way. Go at your own pace. Sadhguru, he's part of the World Economic Forum. I wouldn't listen to him. Be real with you. He a part of their little group. You can see his picture on their website. Sorry to tell you. He part of the ops. He part of the ops, unfortunately. But anyway, if you like to show support, y'all, I'm about to head out for a little while. I'm going to take a break. I told y'all, get off of social media too. Go play with your kids. Go outside in nature. Cook you something. Get you something to drink. Go draw something. Go do something creative. Express your energy. Get in nature. Yeah, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. It'll tell you what to do. Listen to your heart. Looking ass. Sri Akashiashana. I haven't heard. I don't know who that is. To be real with you, I ain't gonna sit here and try to front. I don't know who that is. Well, yeah, I'm gonna relax a little bit, y'all. I'll go over part 2 of the Great Awakening map tomorrow because there's still a little more, and I'll explain everything else. It's time to manifest, right? Yeah, go hug a tree, go drink some juice or water or some fruit water, eat some vegetables, cook. That's meditation, baby. Just find something you vibe with. Watch a movie with your kids. Go color with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Color yourself. Get you a coloring book. Go back to your inner child. Your inner child will lead you to your higher self faster. I'm in mountain time. My live is streaming down my face. It's okay. Have a candlelit bath with some oils. Remember, love you. You don't need nobody to take yourself out. Go take yourself out on a date. I do it all the time. Self dates. Go to the mountains. Go see something. Get you a break. It's okay to take a break. I know you work hard. I know you're tired. I know you got a lot on your mind. Your heart, your soul, relax. You gonna die anyway. It's not like you come out of this alive. You might as well enjoy it while you up. Shoot, for real. I appreciate the donations very much. Look, I know y'all donating flowers, but look, I'm be real. They take a lot of money from y'all. Y'all be donating thousands of roses. I get $1.50. Just being real. If you want to donate, just donate to the Cashapp or the Venmo. Because I do appreciate the donations, but they take a big chunk. TikTok a pimp. Let me get that. I saw you made some money on your live. I'm going to need that. That's TikTok. What will Redwood Tree do for me? Are you rolling it? We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Yeah, I'm finna enjoy myself. I just got to the point to where it's like they gonna keep. Oh, we're going to war. These people are surrounding us. You know what? I'm gonna enjoy my life. Prepare for what I can prepare and chill. Everything else extra. Y'all can have all the beings that don't want to see us thrive. You can eat a pickle, a really old pickle. All the beings that want to see us thrive and do better. I hope you get some cosmic energy juice or something, some cosmic cake, because you deserve it. Thank you for the beings who want to see us be the greatest. Yeah, for real. And all the other ones. Ayahuasca, one trip of ayahuasca is equivalent to 10 years of therapy. Go do it. Go do it, daddy. But anyway, I'm about to head off, y'all. You the realist. That's you. I'm just trying to be like you. Anyway, I'm about to head off, y'all. I gotta get me some chill time, some relaxed time. I'll explain more of that map tomorrow. So if y'all want to come through, you can see the map, the Great Awake. You could go look it up too, the Great Awakening map. Go check it out. It's an interesting map to give you a new perspective on life. Great Awakening map. But anyway, I love y'all very much. Y'all get y'all some rest. I'll do part 2 of the Great Awakening map tomorrow. So if you want to come through, just come through tomorrow. I'll be on a little earlier. I'm off of work tomorrow, so I'll be up a little earlier. So I'll come through. I got you. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Remember, you're infinite. Everything you need is inside. Reclaim your energy. You can just do energy reclamation. All energy return. All other energy return to sender. Boom. We good to go. Love y'all very much. Y'all have a good time. Much love, peace, and infinity to your soul, cause you infinite, baby. Adios.